T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We designed this company so that you could be successful. Holton Buggs' vision for this company is that more people will be successful in iboomerang than in any company ever before. And part of that means that you've got to plug in. So every Saturday morning, make sure that you and your team are on flight school. And if you can't make it live, make sure you watch the recording on the same day. All right. Welcome, everybody. We want to welcome you guys to flight school. We're setting up all sorts of new stuff. We got lights and everything, and the lights are too bright and they're falling off the back of the screen, and we're just having fun on a Saturday morning, probably more fun for English, right? I should speak English. I'm going to do this in English now. We're probably having more fun on a Saturday morning than we should have.
Definitely.
And for some of you guys, it's Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Flight School. All right.
We're ready to go.
We're ready to rock.
You know
now, we're very red today.
Yes. Well, we're not the only ones.
We are not. This is a special edition Flight School where we actually have our incredible CEO, Holton Buggs, that you're going to hear from later on. And let me just say it this way, the red will multiply. All right, so we are ready to rock. How you guys doing this morning from everywhere in the world? Yeah. Someone said actually very pale. That's just because we have a new light shining on us. So we're just working it out, folks. We're just trying to live. Let us be great. So anyway, guys, we're just excited. We got a lot of stuff to get through, and our CEO has some very important things to share. So we are going to get down to business.
We need
to rock and roll for your soul.
All right.
VP of Marketing, Mark Cathcart, the man, making us look good. How do you like our new flight school stuff, everybody? Is it awesome? Oh, there goes the light again.
We're leaving now. All right. So, VP Marketing, one half of the tunicorns.
You know what? I think the tunicorns are going to become trinicorns today. That's just my prediction. This is my prediction. Triple corns.
Triple corns.
Oh my God, triple corns. I can't believe that.
Oh, what do we need to do here? What are we doing?
Click this one.
Click what one?
It's just click on like that.
Right there.
There you go.
Boom gear.
Boom gear, baby. Pop it. Yes.
You know what? This hat right here is the best hat that I have ever owned. The quality, everything. Dude, it's beautiful. So Tunde, Mr. Brinson.
He's in the building.
He is.
And I just want to announce that I don't understand why I don't own this hat yet.
Because you weren't here. He was checking with you to find out your size, your hat size.
Santa could leave gifts.
Hey, I know you're jelly.
I'm mad jelly right now. I can even say it in Spanish. Yo tengo muchos celos.
Okay, whatever that is. But so this
means
hat,
I'm jelly.
Okay. So this hat right here is awesome. So get your hat. So we've got all kinds of new stuff. Look,
somebody said they only have extra small.
No, they don't.
Not funny.
No,
that's a big head joke. That's what that is. Okay. So, what's your backup? What's your TSA number? In your back office right now. Let's show volume.
So go to boomgear.com. Go to boomgear.com. Get your swag. Get your swag on. And we've got sweats. We've got some camo print stuff.
We have so much nice stuff.
We've even got these water bottles. We've got backpacks. We've got duffel bags. We've got
phone chargers.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
Phone charger is the bomb.
Awesome.
It's all the way over there.
I mean,
we have phone chargers. They're just so nice.
They are. They're super nice, and they've even got a fast charge feature on it.
Yeah, and it works. It's fast.
It is fast. So get your boom gear
like
now.
Really fast.
I do. Stop talking. Okay. All right.
Super fast.
So get your boom gear now. Listen, they're still fulfilling orders from the event. You guys ordered so much stuff. Some of it sold out, so we're reordering that. And then we've got all of the orders that are getting done and out the door as soon as we can get them done. So they're working hard, they're working overtime. We got people out there working shift after shift.
You guys are crushing all of our systems.
You are.
Boom Gear Slam, customer services slam. Yeah. You guys just rock.
Yeah, you guys are too excited.
Yes.
No, you're not just, no, you know what?
You're not too excited. Bring it.
Yeah, keep bringing it.
Yes.
Keep bringing it.
We love it.
So if you do have a question though, about your boom gear, go ahead and send an email to gear@iboomerang.com. Gear@iboomerang.com. It's there on the screen.
There you go.
Okay, moving on. Upcoming leader events. We have none other than your global master ambassador, Mr. Edwin Haynes, who is traveling, and he traveled yesterday. He's in Hanover, Maryland this morning, getting ready for you.
He's
guys.
about to rock the house today. Our global master ambassador is the bomb.
He is.
He has so many years of experience in this industry. He's so ready for this. Those of you who are in Maryland and who are in the what they call the DMV, right? The DC, Maryland, Virginia area, do whatever you gotta do to be in the house with your GMA today, because he's gonna light it up and he's gonna show you how to win.
Awesome. Good deal. And then we've got
Cesar
Diamonds on the road. Blue Diamond Ambassador, Mr. Cesar Munoz. Look at his schedule. Not just some days, and he's not even skipping days anymore.
No skip days.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, all of those days. And some of these flights are not close.
Exactly.
So he's in Miami tomorrow. He's in Dallas the next day, New York, New Jersey, Salt Lake City, CDMX, Cuernavaca, Reynoso, and Querétaro.
Dude, we gotta get him his own plane.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I boom a plane.
So Cesar.
It's not like the Soul plane.
Yeah. Stop.
You officially have a laugh track. This is what happens when you have triple corns in the building.
We got the triple corn.
Here's what's happening. You guys don't see what's in front of the camera.
Yeah. There's other stuff going on over here. We're moving it. I gotta put both of you are on timeout. Okay. Mr. Emmanuel Bernstein, Super E, another diamond on the road. And this picture right here, I love this picture. This is the most awesome picture ever in the entire world of Mr. Super E. So he's on the road as well. Jersey City, New Jersey on the 24th, Cincinnati, Ohio, 26th, Dallas on the 28th, Atlanta on the 30th, and then over in Sacramento, NorCal in the house on October 2nd. Super E on the road.
Super E, the man. That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't say you were off timeout yet.
But I mean, this picture needs theme music, like doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum.
All right.
No?
Promos.
Okay, all right.
Promos. We got to get through this, man.
Okay. I'm trying.
It's going to be a 4-hour call.
I'm trying, man.
All
I'm trying.
All right. 5 more boomerangs. They're on sale in your back office. Guys, so 25 for 25.
That's right.
Go ahead and get them. And you do have a limit.
That's right.
You can't have more than 200 at a time.
That's right.
So you just got to go ahead and get rid of them and then replenish. And then
you can't be like a squirrel and try to stockpile boomerangs like acorns.
Yep. Nope.
All
right. September special, Accelerate. So get yourself the ticket to Accelerate. You guys can get it. Existing TSAs can get it, and existing ambassadors can get it at iboomhub.com. And where you can get it or you can get it there at iboomhub.com for $179. The price will go up. Now, if you've got new ambassadors that are joining, they have an opportunity to get the ticket at $50. They only have one shot though. Now, the good news is this: they say no, and then then there's another window that says, "Are you sure?" So just make sure that your new ambassadors
I'm reading the chat.
Your new ambassadors get their ticket for $50. They're never going to get another chance to do it. 5-0.
One time only.
One time only.
And you know what? Here's
no
what's crazy.
refunds.
Now,
no transfers.
No refunds and no transfers. And what we did is for the people who joined at Coach and above, before we actually set this live, they got a pop-up in their back office that gave them the opportunity. We're going to leave that pop-up up all month so that if they, for whatever reason, they don't log into their back office, the very next time they log into their back office, they're going to see this pop-up. Now, here's the thing. If you send the pop-up away, you're never going to see it again. We built in a little insurance thing. So when you click the pop-up, if you say no, it says, are you sure? Right? So we give you like a second chance to like, you know, get your mind right. So still we have some folks that say the pop-up went away. Yeah. So get that ticket. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So let's see here. Carolyn Wallen, you say you two are so silly. Well, it's not us two. It was these two. So, all right. So promos, good to go. Good to go.
Somebody said it should be like Soul Plane though. But anyway, I'm just saying.
Okay. We good with the promos? Okay. Boom Foundation, you guys are killing it. You guys are awesome. August, we had 32,622 servings. That's 4,497 more servings of proper nutrition than July.
Nice.
You guys are killing it. Now, also the back office, the giving icon in the back office, you guys are lighting that up as well. There's an icon up there at the very top of the screen. And with that icon, when you're clicking on that, you guys are given anywhere from $10 to $100 on your increments. And that gave an additional 6,677 servings of proper nutrition.
Our people have such big hearts.
Yeah, they do. And one thing I want to say is this. There was some other...
I'm sorry.
This is a serious part of the show. Okay. And we're going to do this every Saturday. We're going to give you guys updates. You know how when you're like when you're in school and you're not supposed to laugh
and you start laughing and then you can't stop.
You can't stop.
This will be one of those times.
This is one of those times. All right. So here's what I want to do though. I want to break this down for you guys. So 32,622 servings of proper nutrition is equivalent to feeding 1,087 children for 1 month. For 1 month. And thank you to Anna Yurichev. She is one of the board members of the Boom Foundation, and she is just rocking this for the Boom Foundation. The other thing that you can do is go into your back office. Last night, I uploaded the document that gives you all the different ways that you can send your money in for donations. Okay,
that's right.
So that's in there. And you guys can go in there, and it's I can't remember what it says, but it obviously has the Boom Foundation on it, and I think it says donations. So go ahead, get in there. You can download that document, and then you can take a look at all the different ways you can send your money in. But if you just click that little icon at the top, you can do that as well. So congratulations to you guys.
That's right.
For giving to the Boom Foundation. It is incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do know we did have a list of people, so I wasn't able to get that list up on here, but we do have a list of people that did give through that giving icon in the back office. All right. Hashtag good. I know that we have a story out there. I can't remember who it was. Somebody paid off
a card.
Yeah,
it was a couple of weeks ago. Somebody paid off a card. They haven't sent us a video yet.
Yes. So please send your information and the video to marketing@iboomerang.com, whoever that was. And if you know who it was, please let them know to go ahead and get that information to us. We need that story. We want to update that story. So, and let everybody know about that story. Okay. Do you have a case of the DTRT?
I love those new slides. I just love them. They're so cool.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm checking out the chat, right?
Yeah.
So you wonder why I keep cracking up. It's because of them. They're doing it. It's not
No.
me. It's them.
You're an instigator.
Right?
How many children did we feed for a month? It was 1,087. 1,087. Yep.
1,087
For 1 month.
What he said.
For 30 days.
That somebody said, my husband is bringing me breakfast and coffee in bed because he knows I'm glued to flight school.
Nice.
That
I like
dude
that.
right there,
Yeah.
messing it up for everybody. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about. You
that's
go,
true.
bro. That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking
I'm not
about.
going to let Debbie hear about that.
No.
All right. Okay. You have a case of the DTRTs?
Yes.
Okay. Good. I was waiting for that. That's why I said it again. All right. Okay.
I put some. Anyway.
All right. Amber and Cheryl, Charlotte, North Carolina. Congratulations in Atlanta, Vegas, all of those places. Jerome and Joniki, Brittany, Chris, Charles, Yolanda, Renita over in Dallas. Awesome job, guys. It looks like we got hashtag living rooms and dens for them.
Yep.
Okay, William Haynes, he's just sporting his boom gear.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And he's boom gear head to toe.
Boomed out.
He's got his t-shirt, his towel,
Yep.
and the socks.
Hat.
And the hat.
Yep. Shaitan Collins, Wanakee Williams out of Chicago. Good job, ladies. Rock and roll. We got Milton and Peaches over in Oak Lawn, Illinois. We got Cornelia over in Georgia. We got Sabrina down there at the bottom, rocking it. Then we got Rufus, Natasha, Karis, and Cadence over in Nashville, Tennessee.
Keep it
Look at
rocking.
that. Rock
Keep
and
it
roll,
rocking.
guys.
That's what
Good
I'm
stuff.
talking about.
Then we got David Guilty. David, I've seen him, and I know that he is out of the Chicago area, but it looks like he's down in Milwaukee,
David
Wisconsin.
is guilty
Yes.
of being on the road.
He
That's
is.
what I'm talking about, bro.
He's got the DTRTs.
He's got it.
Nancy, Fatima, James, Derek, John, Kamar, Bridget, Jessica, and Catherine. You guys are rocking and rolling. Love what you're doing there.
Love it.
We even got the boondog.
And you know what? And they just look like they're having so much fun. I love
Yep.
it. Way to go,
Absolutely.
you guys.
Nice job. Looks like we're doing living rooms and dens there. Okay, David again. And now he's back in his
Oh,
hometown.
look, Nancy too.
Yeah, Nancy too.
That's
and
what-
Elaine. Look at Elaine, San Diego.
Okay.
So Camilla, Cynthia, James, Riddick again, Hussein, and Betty Jo Nichols over there in Chicago, Illinois. Great job, ladies and gentlemen. Flavia, Ignacio, Jesus, Melanik, Luis, Fabiola, Jose, Luis, Rivas. The Woodlands.
no, that's our blue diamond.
It is our blue diamond.
That's our blue
Yes.
diamond there, rocking it out.
It is.
Way to
He was
go.
up there in the Woodlands,
And
and he was in Houston
he did
doing
the-
our presentation.
And he
That was a
rocked
couple
it.
weeks ago.
Rocked
Yes, he did.
Look at Magic.
Magic, Maciek, whatever he goes by, he is there.
Bringing the magic.
So he is doing a Zoom call there with Poland, Portugal, the Czech Republic, and
You
Ireland.
just came up with something new.
Boom Zoom.
They're not Zooms. They're Boom Zooms.
Yes, they are.
There you go.
All right, Stacy, Amanda. Now, I want you to pronounce that the name of that city in New Zealand. Wada?
You know, I was going to say something else.
Is that
That
it?
wasn't fit for flight school TV.
Oh,
What? The,
Wada?
what?
Stacy and Amanda. So again, look at those. They're in the living rooms and dens. New Zealand is coming on
I think that's
strong.
somebody's name.
No. It's Wada's in New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
It is. Yep, I knew that. I knew
Okay.
that much.
All right.
But great job, guys. New Zealand is coming on strong.
New Zealand
I
is
see
rocking.
New Zealand again and
The
again and again.
NZ.
Yeah,
That's what
the
I'm
NZ,
talking
the
about.
NZ.
Bring it.
All right, then we got
Yes.
Lashana and we got Carmen over
That's
there.
a
in
nice
San
looking
Diego.
booth
Yeah,
there,
look
Lashana.
at that. Lashana, and you know what? I love it. She got her banner there
Yes.
from the Boom Gear store.
yes.
Yeah, nice
Way to
job,
go. Way to
Lashana.
go. Way to go.
All right, Kimberly, Celeste, Sioban. Let's see there. We got Terry and Leslie Green.
There you
Nice
go.
job.
Nice
job, Leslie. And I know that your team is rocking all over the place as well. She's
They're
out
in
there
DMV,
in the DMV.
and Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah.
Also a very interesting name city,
Yes, it is.
Cucamonga.
Cucamonga.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm
Okay,
trying.
let it go.
I'm trying.
Let it go.
I'm trying.
Vendetta and Kenneth over there in Bedford,
Oh,
Texas.
they're trying to kill us on the chat here.
Oh, two
You see that? Are the
just
two
like
tomatoes
tomatoes
today? Oh,
Who is
so
that?
corny. That's
David?
David Romero.
David.
Don't worry, I got him. I'm in
You
his
got
back
it?
office
All
right now.
Yeah, you
Just
turned him off.
delete.
Alfonso and Kendra. Nice
Yes.
job, guys. Go Niners. Jacqueline Smith, Kiara, Jessica, and Donna. Look at you ladies, rocking and rolling.
Nice, way to go.
Kiara, you're always on flight school.
Yes.
You know that, Kiara?
Yes.
Tanya Mazel Joseph, Emerald Ambassador. She is incredible. I know she's up in the DMV today. Is she?
Yeah,
she is.
I'm sure she's in the
William
DMV.
Thurston
but
and
look at
Edwin
that.
Haynes.
Look at these guys just getting that incredible opportunity to get
That's
into just a closed session with our GMA. Way to go.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Abby Aikiola, Tommy Peters, Adrian and Norm and Dave up there in Huntsville, Texas. We got Lloyd Williams. Look at that. Hashtag living rooms and dens. Lloyd,
hashtag living rooms.
You're back in. You're back in, brother. Make it happen in those living rooms and dens.
Amen.
I love that.
Amen.
Tim Dave, Dr. Jameson Lawrence over there in Columbia, Maryland. And I know where you guys are today if you were over in Columbia.
That's right.
You're not in Columbia.
They're in Hanover.
You're in Hanover.
With our GMA.
Yes, sir. All right. Ronette Turner Corley and Sly Corley with Jerry over there in Fairfield, California. Man,
they mean business.
Representing NorCal.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Elaine, David, and Hussein, Shanara, yeah. Betty, Joe, and Karen. Again,
nice, nicely done.
Making it known that they are rocking and rolling out there. Then we got Tony Danielle.
So much boom gear in that photo.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. And somebody's got the Cancun shirt on too.
Look at that. Throwback Cancun.
Yes, sir. Tony Danielle Prince, Ginger Melinda. Woo! Over in Brooklyn.
In the PK.
Okay. Then we got Irene Yvette, Linda, Abby, Aikiola, Lurtia, Lydia, and guest in Las Vegas and in Houston.
Wow.
And again, Abby, you know, he's getting around. He is an Emerald Ambassador as well, headed straight to Diamond. So good stuff, Abby. Kevin and Tammy and Moni, Kevin, Lisa, Wanda, Rochelle, Roderick, Christopher, Oscar over in McDonough, Georgia.
Nice.
Again, rocking it.
Way to go.
All right. Jessica in Arlington, Kiara, Dr. Kim Phillips over in Arlington. Again, what do we got there? Hashtag
living rooms and dens.
Living rooms and
dens. And so you know what I'm loving here? I'm just loving that this is about people just being in action, letting the world know about ibüümerang. And I'm gonna tell you what, guys, DTRTs is so special doing the right things because we live in a negativity world. Just turn on CNN, constant negative news, and you can see, you know, there's things like TMZ where they're popping out of bushes trying to catch people not doing their best. Well, here's what we're doing. We're popping out of bushes too to catch you doing the right thing and let the world know that you're on fire and you're in action and that we love you. So let's keep it rocking. Way to go, you guys.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about that exact same thing, T. Gray, that, you know, ibüümerang brings people together. And we're going to see some of that here in just a moment with Patrice.
Yes.
And so it brings people together and it creates family. It really does with teams. And
like my brother.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's do it. Somebody take a picture.
There you go.
Boom.
Screenshot.
All right. So, but it brings people together, and it brings people together for the right reasons, and it's all about positivity. And I was thinking about that driving in here. I was just thinking, you know, people get whatever it is they want to get out of ibüümerang. And for some people, it's family and it's team and it's positivity. So loving it, guys. Loving it.
Lighten up the world with positive energy.
When I see you guys sitting in the living rooms there and the dens all around the world, doing what you're doing, it just warms my heart.
And if you look at what's on the screens, sometimes you're going to see it's the interactive presentation. Sometimes you'll see that they're playing one of the Facebook Live Zoom presentations that one of our leaders did. There's so many ways to do this so that the word can get out perfectly. And if you're not a person who knows how to present, that's okay. We have all these tools so you don't have to.
That's right. Awesome. Good stuff. Okay, moving on. Patrice. Now here's where we are. Patrice
is everywhere.
McRaven.
Yes.
You are rocking and rolling, lady. Not only that, I know she just recently had surgery. Doctor put her on house rest and said, don't do anything.
House rest or house arrest?
Rest.
Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna get very different.
She's going to get me
very different.
Yes.
He told her 2 weeks. He couldn't keep her down for 2 weeks. She only did house rest for 1 week. So, you know, Patrice, you know, every time I've seen you, and I remember meeting you when we launched at pre-launch.
She was there on day one.
She was there and she said, I flew out here from North Carolina to be here. And I said, you know what? That is sacrifice at its finest. And she's been at every event. And
you know what? And she was by herself then, but you can look at this and see that she's not by herself anymore.
Right. Awesome.
And by the way, folks are letting us know we forgot to shout out Tanya Lawrence on the last slide.
Yes,
Tanya Lawrence, way to go. You're rocking it. That's what I'm talking about. Woo, woo. Okay. All right.
Ventarsha and Andrew over there in Birmingham, Alabama. Alabama, I am sorry. You guys.
Here comes the public Alabama apology. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll apology.
You're rocking and rolling. You're booming in the Roll Tide in Alabama. So, yeah, you guys proved me wrong.
Tim and Jolanda got on you all week long.
Yeah, they did.
They sure did.
All right. Deidre, Vanetta, Cheryl, Miski, Yolanda, Katrina, Tracy over in Maryland. And I know you guys are in the DMV this morning in Hanover. All right, Marco.
Oh, that's the picture they used for our title slide.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
I actually.
You did that?
Yeah, I did that.
You go, bro. You got skills. That's what I'm talking about.
So, Marco, Erica and Leanne and Jack. I love this picture. Here's why. They're in, again, living rooms and dens in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Guys, you're awesome. Raleigh, North Carolina, Ty, Nikki, Shawnee, Kels, Tamika, Jason, David, Guilty, again.
David and Elaine. And look where they are.
Yep.
Raleigh, North Kakalaka. That's what I'm talking about.
What?
That's not North Kakalaka.
North Kakalaka.
Yeah, it's North Carolina.
Okay. That's the first time.
Say it one more time so you can remember.
North Kakalaka.
There you go.
All right. Okay. Moving on. Lois and DDA Coffee. You guys.
Boom.
So they just moved to Escondido.
They did.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Rock and roll. Ginger and Ross, but Bhakti, Sue, Linda, Tim, Erica, Marco, Peter, Ann, and Steve out there in Minnesota. Good job, guys.
We gotta get you like some beats, like to rap these names. You know what I'm talking about?
You know. Okay. Lorraine, Dale, Monica, Denise, Landry, Keith, Sylvia, Linda, William, Jamie, Jean-Marie, Patrick, Patricia, Lewis, and Mildred in Tampa.
You did that. You got it done.
All right. Stephanie Lavoie and Team.
That's cheating. That's cheating, but okay. Team.
Yeah, I know. But she didn't give us all the names.
Okay.
So,
all right.
We can't. Yeah.
There's Emmanuel Burson. There's Super E.
Yeah, Super E's up in there. All right. Good stuff. Okay. This one, I am just going to say, Danijel, Ivana, Zoran, Martina, Samuel, Sam Bean, Marinko, Eileen in Croatia, California, Slovenia, Serbia, Montenegro. You guys are on fire. I love it. You guys are rocking it. Yeah, they got to walk across the stage.
Look at stage. Yeah. I love it.
They got their flag.
Yes.
Nice job, guys.
Yes.
Okay. Meg, Al, Francine, Ashley, Ganesh, over in Reno.
With Lois.
With Lois. I saw her, I saw a post on Facebook, Lois saying, I'm on a plane in San Diego, getting ready to fly up to Reno. So good job. Rock and roll, Lois.
Way to
go.
You
guys are all over the place.
Speaking of all over the place, Holton Buggs is all over the place.
Yes.
First he was over there. Now he's in the Facebook chat.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Exactly.
Yeah. Somebody got to cut him off. He's a little crazy this morning. A little cray. Sam Bean, you know what? Sam, you are all over the place as well.
Sure
Mr. Bean, you got to give us your schedule so we can drop it up here on Top Gun Spotlight. Right. Laura, Janice, April, Angel, Shirley. Oh, I got something to say about her, but we're going to hold off on that. Terry, Chris, Sonia, Jonathan, Green, Diamond, and Lamar over in Atlanta, North and South Carolina, and Alabama.
Our diamonds are leading by example. They're not sitting in their offices saying, you guys do it. They're out there doing it with you. So I love it.
Rock and roll. Gail and Dr. Bill Thurston. Dr. Bill, man, you are incredible. I see you are rocking and rolling as well. Looks like you're
that's got to be the comfiest good party, boom party ever. Look at those chairs.
It's in a movie theater, dude.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, in somebody's house. All right. Joy, Teresa, Latosha, Jan, Charles over in Garner, North Carolina. Good job, guys. Hashtag movie theater.
Hashtag
Okay.
movie theater. Hashtag big comfy chairs. Hashtag you better boom it.
Houston, Mary Lane, and Lanasia.
Steve and
Las
Lanasia, like
Vegas.
super recruiting machines. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
They are. And then we got these ladies here, Abby, Angelica, and man, I kept looking to try to figure out how to pronounce her name. Is it Dipsy? Dipsy? I don't
know. I'm going to leave you to that one. I just want to know, where are they at the rodeo or something? Where are they?
Oh, no, they're doing an event over in New Jersey, and it was an event where you could have a table. And
Okay.
yeah, and I can't remember the number, man. The numbers were incredible though. I think they had well, I know it was well over 20 folks that got that activated an iGo travel
Way to
website.
go, ladies.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
nice job,
about. I still
nice
think
job.
it's a rodeo, but let's go. We'll disagree.
All right, Magic again.
We'll agree to disagree on where they were.
Yes. Macek Paulo over in Cascais, Portugal.
Excuse me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's-
Cascais.
guys.
Yeah. And then we got Harry over in Lagos. Dr. Harry Benjamin, man, you are killing
He's
it over
all
there in
over it.
Lagos.
He's all over it.
Loving what you're doing. You're always on Top Gun Spotlight.
People
So-
keep asking me, like, can I get started in Nigeria? And I keep telling them, I don't know if Dr. Benjamin left you anything.
Yeah.
I think the whole country's already in.
Yep, I think it is.
Way to go, Dr. Benjamin.
All right. Now we're moving on to Customer Corner. Gloria Nagawati, she not only came to Vegas, she also checked off a bucket list item. Then she went home and her husband joined iboomerang first class after Vision.
Yes.
Achieved jet setter status in his first 10 days.
He did
like you're
10 and
supposed to
10
do.
in 10.
In your fast start training.
10 and 10
That's it.
in 10. That's what I'm
right.
talking about. Good man.
So nice job.
Go, Brendan.
Brendan. And here's the other thing too. Again, New Zealand. It's winter down there in New Zealand.
Yep.
See the snow?
Yep. But
Awesome.
you see the sign on
Yep.
the building?
See the boomerang.
Boomerang. Boom, Brendan. Boom.
Nice job, Brandon. All right, Brendan. Sorry.
Brendan.
All right, Kenneth Locke saved $17.78 on a hotel reservation in Houston, Texas, using his iGo travel website, his iGo travel booking platform. So, Kenneth,
Way to go, Kenneth.
$17.78. Some of you were saying, man, that's not a lot. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Because it's $17.78 more than what he would have gotten anywhere else. So,
That's right.
boom.
Good job.
All right, then he got 222 rewards credits on top of it all.
On top of it.
Boom. All right. Earned 1,069 rewards credits by booking their Vision Hotel reservation through the iGo platform.
Nice
Derek and
job.
Tanya Allen, Randallstown, Maryland, rock and roll. And yes, I don't even think there are any savings there,
No, they're racking up those reward points.
but they're getting the rewards credit. So you
There you
could
go.
pay, I think about it, you could pay the same price on hotels.com.
Mm-hmm.
You get rewards credits. No.
Nope.
Cool. All right. Customer Corner, Sam Bean. Sam and Kim Bean, Diamond Ambassadors.
Team Bean.
Team Bean. They have this whole program that they're putting together. It's called the Boom Squad. And they have levels in this Boom Squad. And we're putting something together too.
Yeah, we are. We're working
Yeah,
on
we are.
something. We're just
But-
a little bit inspired.
But you know what? That's it. We were inspired by what Sam and Kim are doing.
Yes.
And their team is lit. So we've got lots of folks hitting the 100 club, the 200 club, and so on in Sam and Kim Bean's team. So we've got a few folks here. I can't read that name.
Walia and Tim.
Yes, Ganesh. He hit the Boom 100. Ashley, Mary Lou. She was just over here at the
She
office
was
the other
just
day.
here.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
What's
nice.
up, Malou?
Latoya, Cameron, Diane, and Rick K. Yeah.
There
So
you go.
they all hit the Boom 100
There
with
you go.
Sam and Kim Bean's team.
That's what I'm talking
All right.
about.
All right. This is the one I want to really kind of spend some time on here. You know what, Shirley? We
She's
not
on
only
it. She's on it.
she's on it.
She's on it.
We didn't give the right number at Vision, but we cleaned that up last week. And she is the first one it's not verified because there might be others, but she's the first one with 400 boomerang activated.
And I'm pretty sure she's the first one, because if somebody else had 400, they would have let us know.
Yeah, they would have told us.
So what was cool about this is that a few days before this, she thought she had 400, but what she had was 400 cent.
Yes.
And then we were like, sorry, Shirley,
Still
that ain't really 400. Yeah. And she's like, okay, I got you. And came back a couple of days later with 400 activated.
Yes.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Way to do it, Shirley.
You're awesome, Shirley.
That's right. Can't keep Shirley down. She is blazing the trail. And I'm excited about this. I'm super excited because the whole Roger Bannister effect is in full effect at iboomerang. Now that we have one person at 400, watch what happens. Now, Shirley, what are you going to do next? Tell us what you're going to do next. You're at 400 now. So I know you're watching. In one of these chats, let us know, and we'll let everybody know where you're going next. All right.
Oh, Renee Young. She's 2 away from 400.
What?
Yeah.
See? I'm telling you.
Right over here.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
Shirley's at 400.
Shirley,
Renee's at 398.
Yeah.
Y'all see what's happening?
Go, go, go. Uh-oh.
I hope my mom is not watching. I said y'all.
Oh. Okay. All right. Michelle Scherter. Michelle joined Sam Beam's Boom 100 Club too. So she sent that into us special. So didn't make it. She wasn't on that other list, so she's on this list.
Way to go. Right. Look at
Rock
that.
And roll. So we made it.
We made it. We made it through.
Through another DTRT's Customer Corner.
Lord, thank you for getting us through that marathon.
Yeah. So again, guys, if you've got the DTRTs, if you got a case of the DTRTs, go ahead and send us an email to marketing@iboomerang.com.
Yes.
We love doing this. We love lifting you guys up and showing you off to the Boom family all over the world. So guys, get in the living rooms and dens, get yourself positioned so you are on flight school every Saturday morning. And with that,
well, before you go, I just wanted to say this. That's why that's important. You know, somebody said, hurry up and get through that. Yeah. But listen, here's the thing with that. What that does, what you really should have got out of that is you saw people just like you. Because everyone tends to think that the people who are rocking it are superhuman. You just saw boys and girls, moms and dads, young people and old people from all different parts of the world, all different races and creeds and colors that are booming it in the living rooms and the dens and getting customers and using iGo and saving money and doing all the right things. And you know what it means? It means that you can do it too. You don't have to say, I wonder what they're doing. We show you every single Saturday. And guess what? You want the results that they're getting? Just do the work that they're doing. We're showing you what they're doing. And that's what DTRT is all about.
Yeah, it's Natarshab says, I love flight school. It's inspirational. You know what? We do too. And I get inspired because, we're here at the office and we're, going meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting and then we're working. And this is what I look forward to.
This is what it's all for.
Man, and seeing everybody out there doing what they're doing, it is inspiring. So, hey, and with this, I want to turn it over to our VP of everything, the one half of the tuna storm.
Yeah, I'm about to be part of a new group in a minute. We're about to be triple corns in about 5 minutes. We're going to be something different.
So I just want to say, man, everything you do is absolutely incredible what you're doing right now. You guys don't get to see it. I see it every single day. This man works his tail off and he's doing it for you guys. And the other thing too is I know he's doing it because he's passionate about what he's doing. Because if it were anything other than that, I don't think it would get done, but you got to have passion for what you're doing. He has passion. And I see him in here every single day. From before the sun comes up until well after the sun goes down. This gentleman is working hard. for you.
But you know why he sees me here before the sun comes up and after the sun goes down? Because he's here too. And you know what? Look at our stuff. It looks so good because our VP of marketing is on it. And it's not just the visual stuff. It's everything that you see that's written, our email campaigns and stuff that he's writing right now to improve the Prib and make things going. So make things go better for everybody in this company. So we've got an incredible work society here. We're all doing something that's just so much fun. You're going to hear from our CEO in a little bit, but you know what? He sets the pace because he's here too. You know, he's always here. He's here in the morning. He's here in the evenings, meeting after meeting, leading a parade of people through here and helping them see the vision, making sure that we stay on track and that we're all doing the right things. So I want you guys to know that ibüümerang Executive Headquarters is a place where it's going down to make things better for you. I just have a couple of quick announcements before we get to our CEO. First, I want to shout out my homie, Patrice, messaging me, can't let me go to sleep. She wants to tell me about all the people that are going to be at her house to watch Flight School. She said, we get everybody together on Saturday mornings like it's Saturday morning cartoons. And for those of you who grew up with that environment, you know what I'm talking about. So she said they celebrate the news. They say they're talking, they're yelling at the screen like we can hear them, right? We can't hear you, but we can feel you, right? And then they said they celebrate the news, toast to the victories, and then you start strategizing. And she says she sets her alarm out for her alarm. Yeah. She lays out her boom gear like it's the first day of school. I said, I got to put this up here. I love that. Way to go, Patrice. And you've been like that from day one, from numero uno. We love that. Okay, here's my announcements. Number one, we updated the enrollment system. It's live. So your new people are seeing a slightly different process than you saw when you enrolled. It's a better process. It's a streamlined process. It helps us with our marketing. It helps avoid glitches. It helps minimize fraud. So I just want to give a big shout out to our IT team. You want to talk about somebody who's working around the clock? Yes. Those guys they're all over the world and they literally work through the night. And the leader of that team has got to literally work through 2.5, time zones. He probably gets maybe about 4 hours of sleep a day. So definitely great job there. We appreciate you. Also the $50 Accelerate ticket, it's on. And I just want to remind you, for those of you who did not get a chance to see that in your enrollment process from September 1st to the time that we launched this, and you came in at coach, business class, or first class, you are getting a one-time opportunity to get this ticket. It's in your back office as a pop-up. So the next time you log into your back office, if you enrolled from September 1st up until that time, and you were at coach, business class, or first class, the next time you go in your back office, you're going to get a pop-up that says, do you want this $50 ticket? Now, we've been telling folks, be on the lookout for it, because when you see it, if you bypass it, you will not see it again. And to make sure that you didn't close it by accident, we put an Are You Sure feature in there. So if you try to close it, it's going to say, are you sure? Right? Because we're not going to go back and give people a second chance. So that's that. And then the last thing I want to talk about is our updated chargeback policy. Now, folks, listen, I know that customer service has been taking a while to get back to you. And as I mentioned last week, it's not because they're not doing their job. It's not because they're bad people. They are actually awesome. They're rocking it. They fight through hundreds of tickets every single day and getting better and more efficient every single day. So if you have, for example, some folks, when the buy more boomerang button wasn't working, you clicked again and you clicked again, you end up getting charged 2 or 3 times. And now you're looking for a refund for the second and third try. Here's what I want you to do. Be patient. We will help you. We don't want to take anything from you, never, ever, ever. Now, a few people, here's what they did. They called their credit card company, called their bank, and they charged it back. And I need you guys to know that that hurts us. It actually undoes some of the work that we've done to establish good merchant relationships. Right. Undoes. The peanut gallery is like, undoes, is that a word? It's a word now. All right. So, but in any event, so that hurts us. So if you charge something back, here's our policy. And it's a common policy in the industry. We'll terminate your position. Okay. And so don't charge back. Now, of course, if you do that, you want to stay in the game, you're going to have to go to your bank and get them to reverse the chargeback, and then we'll let you back in. It's that serious, folks. So tell your teams, don't do it. It literally hurts everybody. If you're looking for a refund for one thing or another because you accidentally bought something you didn't want, no problem. We will help you get that. Just be patient. All right. Love you guys. That's one to grow on. I hate to have to talk about stuff like that, but you know what? And look, somebody said here in the chat, I accidentally did it 9 times, but you refunded me. That's right, because we will take care of it. We're always going to DTRT. We're going to always do the right thing. Love you guys. And it is time for Now, listen. Did we get the video? We didn't have a video teed up.
Yeah, it should be on here, man.
It's on here?
Yeah.
It's on where?
I gave it to you, man.
You gave it to me?
Hold on. Yeah.
Did I get it? We got to do this right. We got to do this right.
Yeah,
We got to do this right. We got to do this right.
You want me to take over for a minute?
Yeah. Do it. Here goes the laugh track again. This is not a laugh track moment. This is not a. He's doing a laugh track. Why is he doing a laugh track? Okay. All right, let me stop sharing for a second here. Hold on. He's out of control. If you guys think that I was amped today, I really feel sorry for you because you guys just, oh my God. This.
Okay. We're going to do this right. Oh, wait.
It's almost like He's amazing. He has, through his coaching and mentorship, has created over 45 companies.
One of the biggest blessings I've had in my life is the opportunity to be mentored by Holton Buggs.
One of the best business impressions I've ever seen. Just period. Vision, true vision.
Take it back over.
I love that video. We can just watch that over and over again. And by the way, we had so much fun making that video, and all of those sentiments that we expressed about Holton Buggs. That's really just how we feel. This dude is like, he really is Superman. And if you see him work and you have a chance to be in a brainstorming session with him where we're defining vision, it's like nothing that you've ever seen. Just the level of thought that goes into the way that Holton sees the world, and that's why ibüümerang is what it is. So, folks, without any further ado, we want to bring up to you the third member of the Triple Corns, our visionary CEO and founder, Holton Buggs.
Oh my goodness.
Getting out of here.
Good morning, everybody. You know, guys, somebody just texted me and told me that said that T. Gray and Mark were having too much fun. I don't know what was going on. Listen, I got to tell you, this was not planned at all, okay? This was not planned, but here's the thing.
Somebody grab the triple core picture. We got him.
All right. This was not planned. I just walked into the door like just now, and I'm hearing about this laughter that was going on and this laugh track. And I told these guys, I said, guys, we're running a serious business here.
No. Whatever, man.
We're running a serious
yeah, sure we are.
Listen, guys.
The guy that was
He was doing the laugh track. It was him.
I just got here. I walked in just now.
Oh my God.
We're running a serious business here. I mean, we got people who, guys, listen, serious. We got people We got people who are going to the beach. We can't be laughing and playing around and having life. People are doing this for their lifestyle. Okay?
Yes, they want to have fun.
No, guys, this is a business. Okay, this is a business. As a matter of fact, all right, here's a rule. Next flight school, suit and ties from now. Okay. All of this casual stuff. Maybe you guys are just a little too casual, and you feel like you're gonna have suit and ties.
So you're saying that because we're dressed like kids, we're gonna act like kids?
I'm not going to be at the next flight school.
Suit and tie and a bow tie for you.
A bow tie for me?
And an ascot for you.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna do it.
All righty, guys. Listen, guys. You know what? I gotta tell you something. I probably have more fun than anybody else because I'm watching them twice. I have my cell phone in my hand, and then I've got the earpiece in my ear, and I'm sitting here watching them, so I get to hear them twice. Why? It's live, and then it's a small delay, and it's like double the fun. And if you're looking at me right now, and it looks like I've got crust in my eyes, I wash my face. I've been crying, laughing so hard, okay? Laughing so hard that's exactly what it is. But anyway, let me switch and get into CEO mode, all right? Because these guys right here will make you think that this is nothing but a comedy stop. Okay, and we got to fire that person who did the laugh track. Whoever was doing that laugh track, we got to fire that person. Okay?
Our Boomerang is now looking for a new CEO. You guys know anybody?
But anyway, guys, good morning, everybody. Good evening. I want to say this here. First of all, I want to say congratulations to everyone who got recognized today, all of those who got a case of the DTRTs, all of those who are part of Customer Corner. Shirley Xavier, I want to congratulate you. 400 active live customers, all right? It's people like you who helped us have over 200,000 users, and we've done that in just 6 months. I want to just congratulate you. And I know probably by now, Renee probably does have 400. I would estimate that by now, 2 people have activated since then. So congratulations to all of you trendsetters, those of you who are setting the pace, and that's what it's all about. And, when all 3 of us dressed in red today, honestly, guys, it was, Mark came with his red, T-Gray came, and I came with my red. This is the first time that's ever happened with all red.
Not planned.
Okay. And you know why? We formally call this the red zone. So, right? It's now we call it the gold zone now, but we formally call this the red zone. The 20th through the end of the month is what we call 21st through the end of the month. I'm sorry, was normally called the red zone. We renamed it the gold zone because of our colors, blue and gold, blue and yellow, whatever you want to call it. But that's where you're going out there and you're digging for gold. And that's when you're looking for what we call massive volume, and you're identifying aspects in your business so that you can actually break new pins, create more volume, and take your business to the next level. But anyway, guys, I'm so fired up. I'm so excited. I know this is not for some of you. You're probably watching in on your first flight school, and you may be used to that corporate environment of the suits and ties. And I walk in here with shorts on today, but we're in the travel. We're in a lifestyle business, and that's exactly what we do. We have a lot of fun that we have here, and that's what it should be. 29 years been in this industry, and I can tell you, I had my share of the suits and ties, and I'm not opposed to suits and the ties, but when I was at work, when I was working a job, it was always a serious environment. And just like school for me was a very serious environment. And all I wanted to do, I couldn't wait to go to recess. And I was one of those kids who just loved to play and loved to be out in the elements. And so here, guess what we've created in ibüümerang? We've created the world's largest adult playground, okay? The world's largest adult playground. And so I can tell you one thing, is that if you are opposed to having fun, if you are opposed to laughing so hard till you crack your side, ibüümerang may not necessarily, well, it may have to grow in you, put it that way. It may have to grow in you because, guys, we have a ton of fun. Now, we get serious, we get work. You saw Cesar Munoz, you saw Emmanuel Bernstein, you saw those calendars and those dates that they've actually booked. And it's not just them, there's people all around. You saw the DTRTs, and those are the diamonds, not just diamonds, those are people out there that are actually taking what I call the bull by the horns, and they're making iboomerang work for them, all right? Since we've come back from Vision in Las Vegas, our business has taken on an entirely new form. I didn't actually get the actual data and the specs, but I can tell you our enrollment numbers have skyrocketed, okay? Our volume has gone through the roof now, and it's a really, really exciting time. I was sitting with our programmer who was here, and every week we've been having vendor and fly-ins of other top leaders fly into the corporate office. And but I was sitting with our IT department, who was here even a week ago on the 11th, and he says, wow, it's just the 11th and you're 400 enrollments ahead of where you were last month in the month of August on the same date. So on August 11th compared to September the 11th, we had already had 400 additional enrollments, and August was a pretty good month for us. And so I want to say hats off to all of you. By the way, just in case they didn't mention it, today is the first time that Flight School is being translated in 3 separate languages. We have Spanish, that it's being translated, French, is it French? No, Spanish.
Spanish, Polish.
Polish and Arabic.
Yeah.
Okay? Spanish, Polish, and Arabic today, okay? And so I will not attempt to speak any of those languages, but unlike our tunicorns, I'm gonna have a level of respect for our translators, and I'm going to speak a little slower than those two guys are speaking, because I'm sure you gave the Arabic guys, you gave them a run for their money.
Yeah.
Okay? But they were trying to rush to save some time for me. And I'm actually gonna take this call and turn it a little different. I'm gonna be the adult in the group, and I'm gonna get a little more serious.
So now you want to be an adult?
I'm gonna be the adult of the group, and
Okay.
because somebody's got to be the adult around here, because Kid Corner is over. All right, I know y'all talk about Customer Corner, but Kid Corner is actually over. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little sip of my coffee, and I'm going to actually get started today. T. Gray,
Yeah.
this is not my coffee. He brought me the wrong coffee.
It's the right coffee. I just put a little milk in it.
No, it's not. This is not the right one.
It's a latte.
No, it's not. Taste it. It's not. Anyway,
That makes it milk.
no, it's not. That's the wrong one. You grabbed the wrong package. But anyway,
Whatever.
I'll try this one here. Okay. This is it.
I just mixed them up.
Yeah, you mixed them up. Okay, great. So, but anyway, but let's go ahead and get rolling, guys. We've got people from all around the world who are tuning in right now. I appreciate all of you guys. I want to go ahead and just talk a little bit about what we've got from Vision. We did the Vision recap last week, which was absolutely phenomenal. Vision itself was trend setting. It's in the history books. I can tell you right now. Many people all over the entire world were watching, and not only the people from iboomerang, but people in the network marketing industry were watching, and that's a good thing. I don't want you to think that that's a bad thing. That's a very good thing. CEOs from other network marketing companies have watched this on Facebook. I've actually gotten some phone calls from some of them who congratulated us on how to really do a launch. Not to say that they didn't know how to do a launch, but they really congratulated us on stepping the game up in network marketing and raising the bar. And that's exactly what we do here with iboomerang. I think the environment that we created is an environment that is infectious. When you get around this environment, it's very difficult to be the same person that you were before. But what happened in Vision is exactly what we had planned for. What took place is this, and here's what I want you to understand. When we started and we did our very first conference call, which I think was February the 18th or February the 19th, 18th? February the 18th, and we launched Countdown for Freedom, and I kind of shared the vision. Here's what I want you to understand so that you can really be on the same page and manage your expectations the right way. Normally, when a visionary shares his or her vision, it's misunderstood by the masses. Number one, it's met with disbelief, and it's met with doubt and fear by most. I want you to just think back when all types of things took place that were visionary moments. If you look back, and we weren't around, but I've done some history, read some history about even when the telephone was invented. When the telephone was invented, I wasn't there, T. Gray.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but I wasn't there. But
Peter Hirsch sent me this picture of the three of us,
and
he said, "I see red people."
Red people, right? But when the telephone was invented, here was one of the biggest things that people said. They guys, I'm telling you, they had the telephone. See, I told him it's adult time right now, right? Could you put him in timeout?
Yeah.
All right, put him in timeout, okay? Tunde, come put Tigre in timeout, okay? But anyway, when the telephone was invented, one of the biggest things that went on was people and citizens around America were saying how bad the telephone was, and that it wasn't true, that you're not going to be able to have a connection and talk to someone from a different city or a different area. You're going to have to be face to face. And then once it happened, here's what they said. They said, oh, this is going to ruin society because you're no longer face to face with the person, and people are going to be able to lie. And so they said the telephone is a bad thing, and they actually did marches trying to destroy the growth of the telephone. The same thing happened with the internet. I'll never forget when microwave ovens were around, and my mom used to tell me, listen, it's bad for you, it's radiation. Don't ever look into a microwave oven. Now, there's no history that shows that anybody's ever gone blind from looking into a microwave oven. It's because when things are done or things are invented by a visionary, the masses have to catch up, and normally they're sometimes too late. And I want you to understand the internet had the exact same effect. It had the same effect with me. I never forget, even with bottled water. When bottled water came around, it was like, hey, listen, I'll never pay any money for water that's free. You shouldn't have to pay for it. The internet, I'll never put my credit card on the internet. Why? Because they're going to get my social security number. They're going to steal my credit card, or they're going to do this. And now everybody does online shopping. Everyone. As a matter of fact, if you're depending on brick and mortar, you're probably going to be disappointed. Amazon.com today, 30% of the retailers that are going out of business is due to online shopping like Amazon. And so what happens is sometimes people are very slow to adapt, okay? They're very slow to adapt. Guys, I'm looking at something on my screen here. Is this supposed to be here? I don't know if it's supposed to be here. The Apple ID thing?
You can close it. No,
That's okay.
Okay, I don't know. Is it this one here? You go ahead and do it for me. Yeah. So it's very, for some people, it's very difficult for them to adapt to something new. And so when I had a vision of developing the first PRIB, or a perpetual residual income builder, it was a vision that I knew was the right solution for network marketing, not just for iboomerang, for network marketing, okay? Because in 29 years, I've been able to watch what has happened throughout this entire industry. And I watched how I didn't have success my first 7 years. I watched what I had to do to overcome that. And I said to myself, very few people will actually do what I did to overcome those obstacles. And I'm not calling myself special. I was just specially determined. And I had a vision of not quitting because I didn't have an alternative. I don't have a college degree. I've got credits. I've got a lot of college, 5 years worth of credits, but I don't have a college degree. I didn't grow up with the pedigree of some top executive. My family didn't have a family business that I can take over. And so I knew that if it was to be, it was up to me. My goal was to be a professional football player, and I dislocated both of my shoulders, strained AC joint in one, and I realized that that dream wasn't going to come true. So I wasn't going to be able to be a professional football player. But what I did want is I knew how it felt to be broke. I knew how it felt and at some moments to literally be hungry. I knew how it felt to walk into the refrigerator and there's only Cheetos. And I'm not, there's not a pity party. There's only Cheetos. There's not meat. There's not a sandwich that I can make. They're cold Cheetos. And that was what I would eat for dinner sometimes. And while my mom was out working 2 and sometimes 3 jobs. I knew what it felt like to not have a home telephone when everybody else had a phone. And so I wouldn't trade those moments for the world, because it gave me the desire to know that I've got to do something different. And I'm very grateful and thankful for those who had gone before me, not only in network marketing, but anybody who had succeeded and showed that there was a different way of life. Because my early stages of growing up, I thought that I was destined to be just like everybody else around me. And it wasn't until my mother embedded certain things into me that I was special and that I was different and that I was designed for greatness. And she programmed me for that. And I didn't understand it at the beginning. But what happened is, because she just rehearsed it over and over and over and over and over into my mind, it was a lie that she told to me that I ended up making her tell the truth. And I want you to understand what I meant by that. When she would tell me that I'm wealthy, it was a lie. I was not wealthy. When she would tell me that I have abundance when it comes to finance and family and love, it wasn't the truth on the finance side. But what she was doing is that she understood how to program this right here. And this computer that we've got between our ears, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, it is the most powerful computer that's ever been designed. It cannot be replicated. It can't. And she programmed me so much that I would actually go out and speak the way that she would talk to me. And so when I would speak in that same fashion, I would speak abundance. I wouldn't speak lack. I would speak wealth. I wouldn't speak my current circumstances of poverty or being poor. I didn't know that I was poor until I got to college. And so I had this vision. And then when I saw other people who had gone before me, my grandfather told me, my grandfather had a 4th grade education, but he did very well. He owned a lot of real estate, never financed anything. His home was paid off cash. His cars was paid off cash. And my grandfather told me one day, he said, son, if you ever want to be successful in life, he said, find somebody who's done what you want to do and just duplicate what they've done. And so what I want to share with you is that I am not a great inventor. You know, if there was a characterization of who I am from a psychological or a mental standpoint, I would call myself the mechanic. And what do you mean? What do I mean by the mechanic? I'm one that you can show me something, and what I can do is I can identify the inefficiencies in that process, and I'm able to correct it. But I'm not the one who develops the process. I'm not the one who's the normal inventor of something or create scenarios. I don't know how to create a PowerPoint, but I can tell you what's missing in it. I don't create great speeches or whatever it is, but I can listen to other speakers, and I've got a photographic and an autographic memory, and I can identify what could have been better. It's not necessarily from a critic's perspective, it's just how I'm wired. And so what I did is, in 29 years being in this industry, I didn't invent network marketing, but I know what's wrong with it. I saw what I went through, and I saw what many of you have actually undergone. And I said, something's got to change. Something's got to change. 20 years ago, I wouldn't have expected that it would have been me who was going to make an impact in network marketing and change the way that business is done. You know, and it's probably just like Bill Gates. He probably never thought at an early age that he was going to change the way that commerce is done. Jeff Bezos probably didn't think, you know, that he was going to change the way that people buy and where they buy and what all that they buy. But a vision came at some point in time, and what happens is, in the beginning, it's met with opposition. You know, even some of the people who are with ibüümerang from the very beginning, when we were Countdown for Freedom, when they joined the business, they joined on emotion, and that's normally what people do. People normally buy on emotion, and later on they justify their decision with logic. They got so overwhelmed with the beginning and how new it was. I want to be a part of something new. I want to get in at the beginning. And getting in at the beginning is not what creates wealth. Getting in at the beginning and making sure you're one of the reasons that the company goes through momentum and growth is one of the keys to wealth. There's several people who join the very first day that probably won't make one single dime in ibüümerang. So it's not necessarily where you get in. It's where you engage. It's when you get in and where and you engage. And so when we start talking about the PRIB, when we start talking about using artificial intelligence, and when we start talking about data analytics, everybody said, "Oh, that's a hoax." You know, I've got a good friend of mine. He shared the opportunity with a person that he knows, and he says, "Oh, that'll fail. That hadn't been done yet. That's going to," and this is somebody who is probably, I don't want to say well respected, but who's done something pretty big in the network marketing industry. Okay? And so as much as I heard the opposition, it pushed me on even further. Why? Because I knew that if I'm introducing something that everybody agrees with, that means it's already too late to introduce it. It's already been done. All right. And so the more I heard, I don't understand. The more I heard, I don't see the vision. The more I heard, you got to explain this to me again. The more I knew I was on to something big. And so what you saw in Las Vegas, for those of you who were there, was the unveiling of what's going to be the norm in network marketing, and my guess within the next 3 to 5 years. I've already seen companies now trying to shift, and new companies who are about to launch, who delayed their launch so that they can adjust their launch to do something similar to what we're doing. You know what I say? Congratulations to them. Okay? Not, oh, they're hating and they're trying to copy us. Congratulations to them. Why? Because network marketing shouldn't be so hard. And some of you, some of you were there in the beginning, and some of you probably, you lost your vision and you lost your dream because you didn't see evidence quick enough. And network marketing, what we do is we get into this microwave oven society. And that microwave oven society is that society that we expect results immediately. See, a microwave oven, you don't cook the food. You think that you can stir the food into being well done. And it's just like that. Network marketing is different. It takes a while for this to develop. When you've heard us train, and some of you who haven't heard us train on the pipeline yet, the pipeline, remember we said it's an 18-month pipeline. Take a look at your calendar that you've got, okay? Let me see that calendar right there at the bottom. Take a look at your calendar that you've got, okay? When you look at the flight plan calendar, it's 18 months. Why? Because the 12 months is what we call a lunar calendar. That has to do with the, I guess with the astrology or the sun and the moon and all of that rotation. That's why there's 12 months. But there's also a rotation of business for business to mature, and it takes longer than 12 months. That's why we put 18 months in a calendar, which means that we're only through if you would call it, we just completed the first trimester. We've just now completed the first trimester, which means that ibüümerang has not even really given birth yet to what you're going to see. We've got 12 more months before anybody can say, I've gone through the first complete cycle of growth in ibüümerang. And look at where we are now, over 200,000 users that we have at the moment, and growing every day. The number of customers that we are acquiring right now and boomerangs that are going out right now have reached now 5,000 to 6,000 boomerangs per day, boomerang customers per day. We had projected that by January, we'd be between 7,000 and 10,000, and I may have to correct that. I believe we'll be between 10,000 and 15,000 per day is where we're going to be. But what I want you to understand is I want you to be able to put it all in perspective and understand that ibüümerang and network marketing is still a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. It's not a 30-day wonder, whereas you get in and wonder why you're not rich after 30 days. It doesn't work that way. It's not, oh, I got 50 customers. Where's my $2,000 check? I want to explain that as well, so that you manage expectations and understand why are you doing what it is that you're doing and why we put all of this together. We put all of this together not to create magic. We put all of this together to actually support you and to do the heavy lifting for you so that you can do the things that we were doing earlier today. Have fun, not be stressed out about how to do this and how to do that. Enjoy your business, grow yourself and grow your business, but not be so stressed out in the traditional network marketing arena. Guys, we are in, the forefront of our crib is travel, the front door. It's travel. And guys, I'm telling you, we've worked now for the first trimester. I got some announcements that we're going to make here on this call and about some fun that we're about to have. It is time to turn up the fun meter here. But remember, you can't have fun in the beginning, okay? Now, you make work fun, but it's not time to play in the first trimester. It is work time. And now what you're about to see is celebration time, and then we get right back to work. We go out there and work, we celebrate, and we go right back to work, and we celebrate, and we go right back to work. And the culture that you're going to see here is that people are going to be so glued to ibüümerang because of the culture of fun, of family, of finance as well. Fun, family, finances, the 3 F's, right? And so that's what you're going to start to see here with ibüümerang. And so many people now, once vision took place and we made an announcement, here's what the world said. Oh, it is real. And many of you still didn't believe it. I had some diamonds came to me afterwards. They said, listen, I've been working because of my belief in you, but I couldn't get it. I still didn't get it until vision, until Vegas. And that's normal, okay? Because the job of a visionary, and the reason they call them visionaries, is that they can see something that the majority of the world can't see. And what my job is as a CEO and the chairman and founder is to make sure that I'm the steward of building and assembling a team who are able to make that dream and that vision come true. And that's why we've got these guys here who have a great time. But I can tell you right now, they know how to shift gears. And when it's lights, camera, and action time, they are working like crazy. They are leading their departments like crazy. And we have so many others as well who are leading their departments. And I can tell you that this team here is I call it the award-winning team in network marketing. And so many people want to be a part of what it is that we're doing. That's when you know it's special. We had a person, just to give you an example of a story of some people who quit just too soon. And this message is not about quitting or staying in. I just want to explain some things. T. Gray came to me yesterday. He says, I got a story. One of the people that earned a travel savings bonus, his travel savings bonus was like $182. Was it like the $182 travel savings bonus? Now, here's the thing. They got in the very beginning of the business. Do you know that they quit? They actually called up customer service, terminated their account. They had actually given boomerangs out, okay? They had given boomerangs away and they had quit. Why? Because they saw no evidence of the boomerangs working. But remember, when you give a boomerang to a customer up till now, that's not a guarantee, or you're not setting a date that they travel. This is why it's an 18-month cycle, pipeline, so that you may give a boomerang to a person today and they may not travel until December, okay? It's not always, remember, and they're not traveling for your benefit. That's not what ibüümerang is about. ibüümerang is not let me help them for me. ibüümerang is let me give goodwill. And the principles of our universe says, because I'm operating on a principle of giving, it comes back to me as well. But I never give to receive. I don't give so I can get. I give so that I can make an impact. And when you make an impact, it comes back and rewards you as well. I'm not taking out the business element of it, but when you give to a customer a boomerang, don't give to them and call them up and say, when are you going to go travel so I can get a commission? It's for their benefit. And when they benefit, you actually get paid and you get rewarded. And so what we did is we saw that we were trying to, our IT was paying the travel savings bonus, and oh, well, this person is resigned or terminated. And so what we did is we called them up and called up their upline. And I think their upline Blue Diamond was Peter and Karen Hirsch. And I think they called them up and said, hey, man, listen, we noticed that you resigned, but you got a check for $182 off of one customer, I believe. Two customers. Was it one or two customers who had actually traveled? The two boomerangs they gave away brought back $182, and they had already quit. They couldn't believe it. They say, hey, can I get reactivated? I'm so fired up. I'm so excited now. All right. And it's because, you know, they didn't have the faith to understand how it works. So I want to give you some ideas of what boomerangs really are. And I liken it to a gardener or to a farmer. Boomerangs are seeds. Boomerangs are seeds. And so what I want you to understand, what we've done is the corporate team and your upline diamonds. What we're doing is we're going to go out there and we're tilling the soil for you. See, that's the hard part that we've done. You don't have to go till the soil. You don't have to go fertilize the soil. See, what fertilizes the soil here is loot, loyalty, unity, edification. Working off what we call the IT factor, IT, integrity and transparency. We put all of, and there's so many other elements that I can't explain. That's tilling the soil for you. We built great relationships with our vendors so you don't have to go out there and do it. See, if you wanted to start your own travel business, you're not going to get the pricing that we get. Why? You don't have enough volume. It's just you. This is why you're part of a network, because the network brings back more benefits than you can do by yourself. I heard a person say, well, if I want to be a travel agent, I can just go sign up and be a travel agent. Yes, you can. And the travel savings commissions are much larger than travel commissions. See, the person who just got that $182, if he was a travel agent, that commission probably would have been somewhere in the neighborhood of $17 to $25. But he get paid off of savings, not off of commissions. It's a much different world, much different world. So we've tilled the soil for you. We've fertilized the soil for you. We've set the stage. What your job is your job is to go out and be a farmer. And with every boomerang, I want you to know that it's going to be a seed that you throw out. And remember, when you go out and plant seeds, if let's just say, for example, that you wanted to grow oranges, you can't take one orange seed, put it in the ground and expect a harvest. This is why you take a group of seeds. This is why you take several different areas within the soil and you go out and you plant seeds. That's what a boomerang is. You are planting seeds. And what you're going to notice is some seeds are actually going to return a harvest and produce some fruit sooner. Some may do it later, and some of the seeds may just wither up and die. It's just what it is. It's a numbers game. It is a numbers game. And so when I look at people like Shirley Xavier, what she's doing, and Renee Young, they're putting the odds in their favor. When I look at what Sam Bean and Kim Bean are doing with their, I think it's called the Team 100 or whatever it is that they're doing, that Team 100, you got to have 100 boomerangs. What they're doing, it's not a contest. It is saying, I'm going to show my people how to get the slight edge. I'm going to put the numbers, the odds in my favor. See, it's all a numbers game, all right? And so that's what it is. Now, how can you help till the soil? Make sure that when you go out and you give boomerangs, that it's not to a person that you don't know or who does not know a boomerang is coming, okay? Don't just give it out haphazardly. Make sure that you show value for what it is that you have. Remember, Boomerang, we're the only company who does it the way that we do it, okay? And so here's what I want you to know as well, is that other companies who have a platform very similar to us, some of you saw it in Vegas, and you saw they're selling our same platform without the ability to receive cash back. They're selling it anywhere from $7,500 to $25,000. This is why those people who sell it at that price, they make sure that they have your undivided attention, and they show the benefits and they show the value of the product. Why? Because they're not giving it away for free. Sometimes free, free means cheap. Sometimes free means unappreciated. Sometimes free means it doesn't have much value. And that's one of the things about network marketing that we do, is that we gauge the quality of the business or the quality of our engagement in the business. It's directly proportional to the size of the investment that we make. And what happens when you do that is you shortchange yourself. I want you to understand that in order to put this together, it would be millions of dollars. But because of networking, we're saying you don't have to pay the millions. It's already been invested, but you get the full benefit as if you had invested millions of dollars. My question to you is, if you had put millions of dollars into the platform, would you take your business a little differently? Would this level of seriousness be different? Would your level of attentiveness be different? This is why what we've noticed, and I want to share some numbers with you. We've noticed that the people who come in at first class, they book way more travel than the other three groups combined. First class is the #1 booker of travel, then Boomerang customers. Business class comes next, coach comes next. That's how it works. Why? Because typically when a person doesn't pay much, they don't value it much. Well, you know what? It was only $250 to join. You know what? I spend that on dinner when I go out on Friday nights. And so if I lose $250, it's no big deal. And that's the attitude that some of us have with the business. And what I want you to do is I want you to eliminate that attitude. And I want you to know that it doesn't matter if you came in and you're only at standby. You've got access to a multi-million-dollar opportunity. And you're going to have to change your paradigm and treat the business as such. Treat it as such. This is exactly what we do. Why do you think these guys are here to 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, getting here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and nobody uses a watch to tell what time it is? Because we work until the job gets done. Why? Because we're focused on changing the world. Not just changing network. This is going to impact the entire world. You have an opportunity to be right there. And one of the biggest things that most people who are on their deathbed regret is that they didn't stick with the right opportunities longer, or they didn't take enough risk. And so I want you to make sure that you value what it is that you have. I want you to value this Saturday call. Do you know how many people are willing to take their time? You know, this flight school, it just organically happened. We didn't necessarily plan for Mark and T. Gray to be that good. I didn't think you guys were that good. No, you've grown. You guys have grown, right? We didn't plan for them to be that good, all right? But I can't get enough of them. I can't get enough of them. And these are guys who are working on our executive team, but these are two guys who've done 6 figures in network marketing as distributors. okay? So they know both sides of the business. So you're not listening to people who've never done it. That's what's just different about ibüümerang. The people who are here on the corporate side, they have experience in the field as well. Don't take this call for granted. The way I've always looked at network marketing personally myself is I've always said that this call or this event is for me. It's for me. I don't care if nobody else shows up. Holton Buggs is going to get the most out of this event than anyone else. And it's led to some very good results because of my attitude, the attitude that I take with it. And so I want you guys to understand that's where we are. People now are starting to believe. When we announced Boom Mobile, it was like, okay, I understand the crib now. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we announced our own ride share through Brides, and we brought the house down. All I have to share with you is this. We had a team of executives that were here yesterday. They actually came in yesterday, drove in from out of town, and from afternoon until late afternoon yesterday, we sat here and we architected a concept that is going to blow your mind. See, what we realized is this here, is that there's been two major threats to network marketing. And I want to kind of share with you and unravel the vision so you really understand why it's important to have what I call staying power, okay? It is two major adversaries or threats to network marketing. Specifically, if you've been in a product company, Amazon.com is a major threat. And I know some people are saying, well, no, my product is exclusive. It's not exclusive. It's not exclusive. Your same product is being sold on Amazon.com. Guys, let me share something with you. I've built organizations of billions of dollars of consumable products, and I saw my volume take almost a nosedive because my customers were calling me in the organization saying, hey, Mr. Buggs, guess what? I bought some of your coffee on Amazon. They thought that they were buying my coffee. They thought that they were doing me a favor, and I'm sitting there like, well, I don't get any volume from that. And they're thinking, why should I be on an auto ship if I can go right to Amazon and buy it when I want to, get free shipping, and get it delivered the very next day when my shipping took 3 to 5 days? It's penetrating the network marketing industry. The second threat to network marketing was Uber and Lyft. People said, well, hold on for a second, man, it's difficult network marketing. Why should I have to go to meetings, get up on a Saturday morning, watch the Tunicorns on a Saturday morning, read books, listen to tapes in order to make a measly $1,000 to $2,000 a month? I'll just drive Uber and I can make $1,000 a month. I don't have to go through personal growth. I don't have to listen to tapes. I don't have to have an upline and go to meetings and stuff like that. And so network marketing itself has actually dipped. So what have we done? Something simple. Some people call it brilliant. My mom always told me that whenever you find an enemy, keep them close so you can know what they're doing. What we did is we brought the enemy, and we actually brought the enemy in-house. And Brides, ladies and gentlemen, is no longer the enemy, it's our friend. So if someone says, I want to drive for Uber or do rideshare for part-time income, do it for Brides. Now, here's the difference. You now have the ability to own a share of your own rideshare company right here through ibüümerang with Brides. I can't wait till we release it. We're releasing some, I can't talk about it right now, but anyway, okay? So here's the beauty of it. Here's the beauty of it. We're taking it worldwide. We're already authorized in 2 states, and by the time we launch it, I told them I want 10 states legal by the time we release this, and then we're going to open up more states and more states. But we're taking this thing to Mexico immediately. Like it's on the top priority list. Why? I already know what the economics are. and Mexico. See, with Uber and over there in Mexico, they get paid 40% of the fare. 40% of the fare. Well, we're going to go over there, take it. Here's what will be cool. When we open up, you're going to have distributors who become full-time day one. Why? Because they're able to drive for Vibe and build their business while they're driving. They don't need a job. They become full-time day one. We have changed the game. We've changed the game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And I'll share this with you here because I always, I can't be contained. We're putting scenarios together where our drivers will be able to receive up to 100% of their fare. So here's the presentation. This is how it's going to go. Here's your commissions on Uber. Here's your commissions on Vibe. Any questions? Okay. You do $1 worth of rides, they give you 40 cents. You do $1 on Vibe, we give you $1. You remember that commercial? Here's your brain. Here's your brain on drugs. Any questions, right? Guys, we're gonna, I'm telling you, we're gonna shut it down. Why? Because we want to empower each person. And I want you to imagine, how the rideshare business is growing. Uber's numbers are up 35% this quarter alone, and the number of rides, 35%. What we're doing is they're not our competitor. We're so grateful for them. We're grateful for them. We're so grateful for Lyft. Why? They blazed the trails. They spent billions on regulations so that we can come right on in and do what we're about to do. Right? We're expected in November to start our expectations. Here's what we're targeting in November is when we're going to start our first campaign for drivers, for registering drivers. In December, our goal right now, and we've got some targets. This is our goal. I'm saying it's our goal, but we feel very good about why we're going to hit our goal, is to have the first drive, the first rides to take place in December. Okay? And I mean, I want you to imagine the number of people that will be in your organization. Some will just be drivers. And drivers will be able to enroll and recruit other drivers. See, Uber's already done it. How do you think the majority of the drivers have actually enrolled into Uber? It's not because they know somebody and got a connection at Uber. It was a driver who shared their experience and what they're doing to make part-time income. And it's the same thing that will take place here. Hey, listen, the Uber drivers can continue driving for Uber. All they've got to do is take an additional cell phone, put it in their car, and when a Vibe call buzzes, they know this is a money call. They can still ride for Uber. They don't have to change. They can ride for all three, but the money is going to come from Vibe, and the money flows up to you. Okay? There's other things that we're going to be launching as well, and I'm so glad there was one that we were going to launch at Vision, and I'm so glad we didn't, because you couldn't have handled it. It would have been, it would have been it would have been too much. It really would have been too much for most people to process.
We would have lost it, man.
Yeah, we would have. I think Toledo would have gone into labor.
Yeah.
Okay, Toledo. I said, listen, we're going to make some announcements. Daniel, keep some towels because her water may break. All right, and but she was so excited, and all the diamonds. I saw my dad when I announced Boom Mobile and Vibe Rides. I saw his expression. I've got to go get the video. I haven't seen him that excited since I bought him a car for his. I thought it was his 60th birthday. I bought him a car for his 60th birthday, right? And we go out and give him a car, and come to find out he was only 59. I should have took the car back and made him wait a year, right? But guys, we're gonna do some fun stuff, okay? And so what we've done is we've looked at the rideshare industry and see, I don't know how to invent it. I know how to make it better. I know how to find what's wrong with it. I know that many of the drivers don't feel appreciated. I know that they're underpaid and many of them feel overworked and that they don't make what they should make. And we're going to celebrate them. We're going to celebrate our drivers. I want you to envision being able to understand that we have a strategic plan for booming the rideshare business and making sure that your boomerang customers actually have access to our entire ecosystem, to the crib. See, when your customer goes, and last month, guys, just to let you know, last month we had over 5,077 bookings from iGo customers to make bookings on our iGo platform. It grows about 20% every month. I don't know, I want to get the numbers, but I don't believe that there's any travel network marketing company who's booking more travel than we are right now. And I probably have to ask David those numbers because he would know. Nobody's booking more travel than our boomerang, and we're 6 months old. But here's the thing I want you to know. See, when your customer books on the iGo platform, I want to give you a scenario. And I hate giving scenarios sometimes because we've seen people already say, oh, well, yeah, iBoomerang is already have, agreements with fuel stations and movie theaters and people, they network market this thing, right? They get so excited and they say, this is what's already here. It's not already here. But let me share with you why data analytics are so important and why it's so unequal for you to compare us with any type of company, product company, travel company, network marketing. There's no comparison. It doesn't compare. What do you compare the internet to? There's no comparison. You don't compare it to anything. Why? It's different. It's just different. So I want you to imagine when somebody makes a booking on your iGo platform, do you think we know where they're going to be staying? Of course, they booked it with us. Do you think we know what time their airline, their plane takes off? Yeah. Do you think we know where their hotel is? Yeah. Do we have any information on them, like phone number? Yeah. Do you think it will be possible that when your customer books a hotel, airline, whatever it may be, and they didn't book a car rental, that as soon as their plane lands, or it's 3 hours before they're supposed to depart, something pops up on their phone because they've given us their information and it says, take Vibe rides and iBoomerang gives you your free ride to the airport. Refer 5 customers and we'll give you a free night on your next hotel stay. See, we can do that. Why? We got the inventory. We've got access. We're in the travel business. So I want you to know rideshare is a major component of travel. And so we're just completing that circle and we've got all of these benefits, so many more benefits that we have that we're going to be able to offer your customers. Bundles, okay? And so we'll take a travel customer and now they become a Vibe customer, all right? And so every time a ride takes place, you get paid every single time, all right? And so I want you to understand what's taking place. Does this all happen like immediately, like first day? No, it doesn't. If your plan takes 18 months to develop, give us 18 months to fully develop it. Will we have it in place and testing some of it? Yes, we will. We'll be working on that. But remember, your customers aren't going anywhere. Why? We know how to treat them. They don't have to pay for anything. Your customers don't quit. They don't have to be on an auto ship, okay? And so we're architecting something that's so significant that we make the big lie true. And that big lie that you've heard me talk about is the lie that I used to tell. I was the biggest hypocrite saying, you can have residual income and pass it on to your children's children. And in 29 years, I haven't seen anybody who's been able to do it. Just haven't. 29 years, haven't seen it. And I decided I'm going to fix that. I'm going to make that lie. I'm going to correct it and make my statement a true statement. I'm going to make sure, see, when you have a 400 or 1,000 or 2,000 customers, and some of you are going to have 10,000 personal customers over the years, just personal customers. they're not going to quit the business. They're going to have perks. They're going to have benefits. They're going to have reward points. We were talking yesterday, and so I'm bringing them into our meeting.
Yeah.
And they were asking me, how do you want the app to perform? And I drew out what my dream was for the app to perform. And I wish I had a board and easel. Don't bring it, because you know me, I'll go crazy. And I drew out the scenario of how you will actually have a frontline customers, okay? So let's talk about Shirley Xavier for a minute here. 400 frontline customers, okay? And I drew out and I talked to our programmers about, here's what I want the app to do. That we're gonna have incentives for Shirley's 400 customers that are frontline, that they will be able to go out and refer other customers, okay? So they'll be able to get customers. Why? And we're gonna incentivize them. You know what? You go out and refer 5 people to download the app, your next ride is free. So now she's got 5 customers. That customer, that one leg has 5 customers. But those 5 customers want to have a free ride. They go out and get 5 customers. That's 25 customers on her 3rd level from her frontline customers. And all of these, now remember, that's one leg of 400. And so what may happen is Shirley may build an organization of 100,000 customers from her 400 customers. But when commission checks come, customers aren't authorized to receive commissions. They're not reps. That means that Shirley gets the benefit of having 100,000 frontline customers frontline to her. Maybe you guys don't understand what we're doing, but nobody in the history of network marketing, there will be no company who will have more revenue from customers than that's my #1 objective. Why? Because that's what allows me to keep the promise of the Prib. And those customers never pay ibüümerang anything. They're in that ecosystem for free. They get benefits, they get rewards, they get all of this stuff here, and they continue using it because of the 3 C's. You remember the 3 C's, right? Curiosity, confirmation, confidence. And we take them through that process, all right? And we're looking at other things in our rideshare app that other companies don't have and saying, let's find this niche that others don't have, and let's zero in on that and let's make that big, okay? So how are your customers going to recruit? You're not going to be able to talk to your customers. The Prib. The Prib will do all of it for you. The Prib, Mark Kithcart and that team that he's building of all the data analytics and all of this stuff, that's the team that goes in and incentivizes all of your customers to get more customers, so they can get all of this good free stuff, okay? You know, I mean, just imagine your customers. See, we're in the travel business. We do so much volume in travel. Guys, do you remember us giving away 10 full vacations at Vision? Do you think that was all that we had? At the women's luncheon, we gave away 5. Earlene gave away 5 trips at the women's luncheon. 10? 10 and 10? What?
Well, some people didn't pick theirs up.
Some people didn't. Okay, so we gave away 15 total trips. So just imagine that I told them, I said, listen, I want our customers to have a status bar on what they're doing. And when they have so many rides, we give them a free weekend at a hotel. We give them a free trip. Nobody else is doing that. We have the inventory. This is why I told you travel is the most important concept, because we can give people what they want. And we're not talking about at 2-star hotels. We're talking about at very nice places. And so what I want you to do is I want you to hold the course. I want you to hold the course. And I want to share a couple things with you here. What timing we have? Is that real time, 9:54?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We've been on 2 hours? Oh my goodness. I can't even do my training. No, that's not my training. I was going to train on the 3 R's, the 3 R's of our system. Oh, well, you know, but you know what? You know, that's how I do sometimes, right? Well, let me ask you a question.
People say we're not going anywhere.
Was that good enough training? Was that training Decent there?
That was
Can we call that a training?
Fire.
Was that fire?
Was it decent?
I didn't even,
Decent.
dude, I was just priming the pump.
People
lit.
have lit
Okay?
it up.
They're saying keep going. Okay, I'll go a little bit. Hey, listen, I've got Amy Seaver and a big group of people driving down here from Dallas, Texas right now who are coming to see the Prib. Everybody wants to see the Prib. It's the 8th wonder of the world, right? The Prib,
They
right?
want you to keep talking because you're going to tell all our secrets.
No, you know, that's the thing, okay? That's the thing,
You know what? You need to stop now.
I need to stop, right?
They need to stop.
I listen, guys. I'm like a kid in the candy store. I get so excited about what's going on here, right? You know, so I'm just now clarifying and explaining a little bit of the vision. So these are the things that I want you understanding. And remember, you got a seamless compensation plan, which means that you're going to be able to build the business all over the world. Right now, we've got customers, and we're paying commissions on customers in 157 countries. Right now, today, 157, okay? And people are getting excited all over the world. Why do we have our first call in Arabic? And I want to say hello to all of our Arabic friends, our friends over there in the Middle East who are watching right now as it's being translated. Congratulations, and we welcome you to ibüümerang.
Salam alaikum.
That's right, salam alaikum, right?
Yeah, somebody sitting in the supermarket shopping parking lot for 2 hours. They said they can't go.
They can't go in, right? You know
They're
what?
not going anywhere.
But listen, here, you know what? I love that person. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that was me.
Yep.
I never forget. I would be into a tape, so a cassette tape, and it would be so good. I would actually sit in a parking lot or sit in the driveway. I didn't want to turn the car off because it was so good, and I'd wait till the tape ends.
Yep.
But that is when you got what we call you're headed for your PhD. That's called a person headed for diamond. Okay, go out there and get your PhD. And so here's one thing I want to share with you real quick. I'll glaze through the 3 R's, okay? I'll glaze through the 3 R's of our system, and I want to share with you, because I was going to do 3 R's of the system, and I was going to do the 3 vital signs. But man, time goes fast, right? Okay. Well, here's the thing. I won't give it all of them. I won't give it to all of it to them right now. But I want to talk to you about the 3 R's of our system that we have. The first R of our system is the recruitment aspect. Okay. So our recruiting aspect that we have, you guys understand the 3. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let me do the 3 vital signs. I'll do 3 vital signs, and I'm going to give you the 3 R's later because it really deserves a lot more time, and I don't want to shortcut the 3 R's. Always remember, guys, HB, you owe us the 3 R's of our system. So I'll go through the 3 vital signs here. Let me drink a sip of mine.
Let me get your water.
Oh, it's cold. I hate cold coffee. That's my water right there, Mark. Give me some water, please. All right, there we go. Boom water. There we go. So let's talk about 3 vital signs really quick. And then I have some announcement I have to make. Stay tuned. Do not leave. You don't want to miss this announcement. It's going to be about some fun. And I don't know if any other company's ever done what we're going to be doing on that night. You got beautiful slides here?
Yeah, no, yeah, I showed them to you.
Okay. Oh, those slides. Okay. Yes. Guys, listen. I can't wait for it to happen. Okay. I can't wait for it to happen. I don't know if any company has gone this high, okay, to do what we've done, but it's going to be insane. Okay. Insane. And when we say insane, guys, you probably know that we mean it. Everything that we've done, it's been over the top. And we've got some over the top stuff that I'm going to share with you about what's about to happen. Okay. So anyway, 3 vital signs of network marketing. I want to tell you the 3 vital signs of the business. You know, when something is wrong or when you go to a doctor, the first thing that they do when you check in is they check your vitals. Why? The vitals can tell the doctor a whole lot about what it is that you have. It leads them in the right direction, okay? The 3 vital signs. And so I want you to understand that your business is a living organism. It is a living, breathing organism. As long as you're still around, okay? It has life, all right? And so one of the first vital signs that I always check when people call me and say, HB, it ain't moving fast enough. or HB, it's moving fast. HB, what do I do to get to the next level? The first thing I want to do is check their vital signs. How am I able to check their vital signs? The first way is I ask them to send me a picture of their calendar. All right. I say, send me the previous month or 2 months of your calendar. And they take a snapshot of it and they send it to me. Why? See, what I learned that this is the money maker right here. The calendar allows me to look at it and it tells me where I should work. It tells me everything. I want 2 pictures. I want that picture, and then I tell them to send me this picture here. This is a draw out of their organization, of the legs of business that they're working with. And there's going to be important data that's in here that I'm able to translate, and I know exactly what they should do. Now, I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to give you a full 1.5 hour training on this, not today, but I'm going to share with you where you're going to get this 1 hour training. This right here is where I mastered network marketing. Remember, I told you I don't invent a lot. I learned this concept from a guy whose name was Paul Miller. This was in 1992 to 95 when I wasn't making any money, but I listened to his tape. He was one of my favorite speakers at the time. And I watched him take calendars, and I watched how he went from 0 to what was at that time Crown Diamond, and a company all of us know of, okay? And I never forgot it. And I took the same things that he did, as I still to this day, I listen to his audio tapes. Still to this day, I listen to his audio tapes, okay? And I've got my iPod full of nothing but personal growth and tapes and stuff like, I've got all of that stuff here. And I listen. Why? Because the information is valuable. The tape cost me $6 at the time, but I can't tell you how many millions that it's made people that I've passed that information on to. Multiple millionaires who've taken this same skill set. There's an art form to it, and it's more than just writing a name in it. I'm going to show you the art form on how to do it. But one of the vital signs is, number one, how many people do you have outside of you that are showing the presentation and sending I decides? Now, the Prib allows you to send the I decide. You don't have to present. It's wonderful. That's great. And I want you to continue doing it. However, a leader runs faster than the system does. And what I mean by that is, a leader is a person who says, here's the system. The system is running at this speed. A leader says, I'm going to run faster than the system. And so in the beginning, you may just use the system and only use I decides. Why? Because you're not up to point at this moment to start sharing a presentation. Maybe your first time getting in front of the room is you do a meeting in front of the room, but you use the I decide yourself and you share your own personal story. Perfectly fine. But I'm always looking for who's going to take matters into their own hands. And so in my calendar, the only people who make my calendar as I'm building, as I take inventory, is people that are taking total responsibility. And that's how you get your name on my calendar. Who is showing the plan a minimum of 2 to 4 times per week? And here's what I want you to do. I want you to set a goal that your name appears on your upline calendar. This is why some of you get messages from me and you're wondering, how does he know? Because your upline is counseling with me and I know what your work habits are because they've written them down in the calendar. And sometimes I'll send you a word of encouragement because we've been planning your future. I always wanted to make sure that when my upline was talking to his or her upline, that my name was going to be one of the top names mentioned. Hey, I got this guy here. His name is Holton. Man, this guy here is, he's new, but I'm telling you, he's burning it up. Why? I always want the upline looking for me, okay? Make yourself visible, not by your mouth, not by how loud you talk, not by the volume of words you use, but your action. This is how you get the attention of your upline. Many people say, well, Holton, I need your help. Of course you do. Who doesn't need my help? Holton, if you coach me, I would be successful. That's why I'm a coach, because people I coach are successful. So because of that, I'm going to make sure that I give my coaching to somebody who's putting forth maximum effort. How do you do that? You qualify here. So first vital sign, how many people outside of you are sharing the presentation? Why? We show you two different numbers to master when you're doing boom parties, number 5 and number 1,000. So this is why we're recognizing the people who have a case of the DTRTs, because they're doing the right thing. Don't feel bad if you're not showing presentations, if you're only using iDecide. That's just where you are at the moment. But you can also do a combination of sharing a plan. Why? I love to stand in front of an audience so that they can look in my eyes and they can hear the vision and the truth from me. Not necessarily about ibüümerang, but there's something that happens on a connection of people to people. I'm still old school. I'm belly to belly. This is why we didn't have vision just on a teleconference. We said come to vision. We didn't say everybody just tune in to Facebook Live and we're going to do a vision event. You couldn't feel everything that you felt if you were not there. Okay, so I want you to understand that. Second vital sign that's really important, okay, is how many people or how many tools are flowing through your organization. How many tools are flowing through your organization? So if I'm looking to a person who's going diamond and they're saying, hey, listen, I'm emerald right now or I'm ruby right now, I want to make sure that I'm diamond by the end of November. And you're going to want to be diamond by the end of November, okay? So I look at their calendar. Remember, this is a science. I don't believe in, oh, just go do some more work. No. This is a science. I take my business and I'm able to project success in my business no different than Exxon is able to project how much oil they're going to sell next year. I take my business just as serious, okay? Why? Because I don't look at it as a $1,000 business for first class. I look at it as a multi-million-dollar investment that I've made. So I'm going to make sure that I know my numbers. If you want to grow the numbers, you got to know the numbers. So how many people, how much tools are flowing through your group, okay? So do you know how many people have calendars in your group? This is probably going to be the best tool. How many boomerangs? That's a tool as well. How many boomerangs are in your organization? Well, the system hadn't told me. Don't wait on the system. Utilize your leaders. Put a system in place and say, hey, listen, guys, anytime you buy more boomerangs or you earn more, send a text message to your upline. Now that upline sends a text message at the end of the week. Hey, listen, my group, you know what? Increased 300 boomerangs this month. Now you've got 8 legs who've increased at an average of 200. That's 1,600 boomerangs. Don't wait on the company. Some people are waiting for the company. Well, I can't see all 7 levels, or I can't see my 8th level. It's not the company's job to do everything for you, okay? So you've got to have a system of knowing your own business. Take total responsibility, and because you're the one who's going to get the check. When you get that $1 million bonus or that $1 million check, you're not going to share it with the company. It's yours. So take ownership of the business. So how many people have a calendar in your group? How many people are working through a calendar in your organization, okay? And so that's a tool that you will have in your business. Now, one of the things about ibüümerang is we're not filling this business up with all kinds of tools. No. We are giving you tools that actually work and tools that will help you with your business. The second version that's going to be coming is going to be a pocket-sized calendar that you'll be able to have in your coat pocket or put it somewhere. and you'll be able to take notes with that as well. You have your large size and your pocket size. That one will be available. But we're going to give you things that I have used. So how many tools, okay? How many tools are going through your organization? Why? Because here's what I want you to know. The number one investment that you can make is into the investment of your own personal development and your own personal growth. That's the best investment that you'll ever make. And number two, the second best investment that you'll ever make is into the development of your people. So what I do is when I know that I am going to sponsor 6 people this month, what I do, this is me as a leader. If you're not a leader right now, you don't have to do as much. Okay, I just want to preface this because I want you to have fun, but there's some people here who said, I'm taking this real serious and I want to really go for the gusto. I'm not just here for the trips and travel. And it's okay if you're here for trips and travel. But as a leader, if I'm going to put 6 new people in the business, guess what I'm going to have on stock? I am going to have me about 10 to 12 calendars that I'm going to have sitting in the trunk of my car. Why? Because I don't want to sponsor a leader or sponsor someone who sticks their hand up, becomes a leader, and I tell them, oh, go order from ibüümerang. I tell them, hey, listen, here's what we're going to do here. When I have my first counseling session with them, I'll sit down with them and I'll walk them through. Remember, I'm going to give you an hour-and-a-half training on this. Daniel Camaro has done a phenomenal job. It's the reason he's a diamond, because of this calendar. And I'm going to show you how to utilize it. But if I've got Mark and I'm sitting down with Mark to map out his game plan, I don't want to say, well, Mark, go get your calendar from ibüümerang. No, Mark, here's what I've done as a leader, okay? I'm talking only to the 3% here, okay? Just to the 3%. Now, Mark, here, I've got your calendar. I know based off of your goals, you want to be full-time. Here, I'm going to show you exactly how to work this and what we're going to do with this calendar. This calendar here cost me what, 39? How much does it cost? 39?
25.
Oh, 20. It's 20. All right, 25 bucks. Anyway, it's $25. Okay, this is a very cheap price for the value. It's $25. Go ahead and give me $25 for it. But I want to show you how we're going to use this to hit your goals. See, if Mark is not willing to invest $25 and when he says he wants $5,000 a month, if he's not willing to invest $25 into his business, I'm going to love on Mark, and I'm going to now plug Mark into the system, but Mark can't get my personal time for mentoring and coaching. And what I'm going to do immediately, Mark, you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to hurry up and do some boom parties. Why? Because I'm going to make sure I find somebody in your group that will invest in their future. Why? I know you got a high percentage chance of quitting, because if you're not willing to invest $25, I'm not going to tell him this, by the way. Don't say, hey, you're going to quit. In my mind, I just know I've been doing this for a long time, so I understand what's going to take place. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I do a boom party for you right away. Why? I need to sponsor 5 people below you to give you something to lose just in case you quit. And I'm looking for the person in your group who's willing to step up, be a leader, and invest into their own self, and then invest into their business. So if you're not willing to buy your own calendar, I know you're not going to buy 6. So if Mark tells me, but let's just say that this is really Mark. I already know Mark's going to buy a calendar. The next time I meet with Mark, how many people you're sponsoring this month? Mark says, hey, listen, you know what? My goal is to go ahead and get my 12 wide. Okay, Mark, your next boom party, we're going to put some people in. Just a suggestion, you may want to have a few calendars for those who are real serious. What you'll notice is that you will start a culture of making sure people are empowered with the right tools. What I realize is those who make the least investment into their business are those that actually quit first. Why? Because they don't have as much skin in the game. They don't. So that's the second vital sign. Vital sign number 3, how many people outside of you are registered for the next event? How many people outside of you are registered for the next event, okay? The next event. And so I want you to understand that as a leader, and everyone on here, I want you to know, I want you to learn how to promote for 2 events. You promote for the next event and then the next major event. As a leader, you got to learn how to do multiple things at a time, okay? Some of us, we're going to show you how to grow into a leader, all right? That's the culture that we have here. We're going to grow your leadership skills. So for those of you who are sitting out there right now saying, man, I'm a little lost. HB's talking this leadership stuff and I only, you know, and I've never had gone to leadership. Don't worry. That's why we're here. I wasn't born a leader. I exhibited some skills of leadership without even knowing it, but I had to be trained. I had to be taught. I had to go to leadership school. I had to make sure that I studied leadership. My grandfather told me, as I told you, find somebody who's done what you wanted to do and duplicate what they've done. And so I have invested more into leadership trainings than I have invested into any other things. Why? Because leadership doesn't come with age. It comes with repetition, experience, and coaching. Many of you already have leadership skills. If you're a parent, you've exhibited skills of leadership. If you sponsor one person, you've exhibited skills of leadership. If you have a friend, you've exhibited skills of leadership. But now what we want to do is we want to elevate your leadership and teach you how to lead larger groups of people. And remember this, you will never lead a group of 1,000. You'll never lead a group of 2,000, 3,000, or 10,000. The maximum, once you really hone in your skills, every leader at its peak is going to be able to lead and have an impact on a maximum of somewhere between about 500 people. You say, well, there's tens of thousands of people in ibüümerang. I don't lead all of them. You know what? You know who I lead? I lead Edwin Haynes. I lead Mark and T. Gray and our executive team. I lead many of our diamonds and then our blue diamonds, and Edwin leads the diamonds and the emeralds and rubies and sapphires. That's about 500. The sapphires are leading their groups of people. You don't try to lead thousands. So leadership development is even just as important as leadership itself. Learning how to be a leader, okay? And so that brings me to my next point that I want to close out with. And I can go on and on and on about the 3 vital signs of a healthy business, okay? When you're reaching to go for a pin. Those 3 vital signs are critical, but I want to share a couple things with you now. So Mark, how do I go into some of this promotion stuff here that I want to talk about? 3rd vital sign, remember guys, how many people outside of yourself are attending events? And so we have an event that I want to announce here. Is that what comes up first?
Yes.
Hey, I've got a couple things that I want to announce, and I want to share a couple things with you. What about our vision board? That's first?
Nope, that's first.
Okay. So one of the things I want to share with you, let's share this first here. Don't put it up on the screen yet. Oh, you can put it up there. Yeah. Okay. So one of the things that I want to share with you, so many people have been requesting and asking for all the photos, pictures, and we made history. And so we listened to you. We listened to you. And what we've had our marketing team to do is to put together the one and the only commemorative vision autograph book. We have thousands of pictures that we have put together in a collage, and it's not just going to be a photograph book. It's going to be a book that has some really great stuff in it. Matter of fact, you can see it right there. There's going to be a couple of those sayings, trainings that are in there as well, but it's the official launch. It is your commemorative album that we have, and it's not $50. It's not $50. It's what I told you. It's $39.95. It's not $50. It's $39.95. is what it is. And those of you, you can pre-order this book right now. It's incredible. Now, here's the way you utilize it. Again, how many people in your business, how many tools are you moving? This right here would be a great tool. Why? Because you see Cesar Munoz, he's on the move. You got your global master ambassador, Edwin Haynes, on the move. Peter Hirsch, on the move. David Manning, on the move. You got Luis Ventura, Cesar Munoz. You got, just everybody. Jose Luis Rivas, on the move. So many people on the move. I would have this, and I would make sure that I get their autograph. And my goal would be to make sure that I get an autograph of all of the inaugural diamonds that are in here, and your picture may be in here as well. We've taken thousands of collages of photos and of our ambassadors and many of the leaders, and they're putting it together now. This is pre-order for this, and we'll send it to you once it comes in. So I think you'll be able to go to the store, iBoom Hub, and order this.
Yeah, no, you'll go to boomgear.com.
Boomgear.com.
Boomgear.com. Now, I don't know if it's up yet. Tunde, is it live? Hey, all right.
Tunde says it's live. All right. Let's give Tunde a big round of applause.
Yeah, man. Nice
So
job.
go to boomgear.com and you'll be able to order the official launch, your commemorative book. It makes me feel like this is like New Year's, or the Super Bowl. Get your Patriots gear or your Dallas Cowboy
That's
gear.
right. Yeah.
Your Dallas Cowboy gear.
You were
You all
doing
right?
so well.
No, that's what we're going to be able to say this year.
You were doing great.
We're going to do that this year. Get your Dallas Cowboy gear.
You messed it up.
You get
You
your
messed it
commemorative mugs and your commemorative this and that. We're going to have all of that for the Super Bowl, right? There we go.
Mug, too.
Our boomerang mug, right? So, but anyway, just the haters over here.
Yes, I received that.
We're undefeated. We're 2-0.
Yeah, you played 2 whole
I'm
games.
just saying we're undefeated, right? All right. We're like our boomerang.
Ooh,
We're
thank
2-0.
you, Tawana, for putting the link in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So you can go ahead and order. It's not $50. It's $39, $39.95, whatever it is. That 95 is very important.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So now the next thing that we have, ladies and gentlemen, is that I want to talk to you about is our next event, and it is Dream Weekend. Dream Weekend is an event that we will have on Saturday, December 7th, and the 8th. Okay, and the 8th. All right, December 7th and 8th. But hold on, I got to tell you about something. This is so cool. When I told you that we're going to teach you how to become a leader, we will. We're going to teach you how to grow your leadership skills. If you saw the recognition of Sapphire, it's because it's so important. It's a pinnacle place where you now are able to springboard your leadership. And I personally will be doing a 1 full day leadership training. I'll be doing a full day leadership training on Saturday, December the 7th. It will be for Sapphires and above. Qualify one time in September, October, or November. If you qualified in August, you still have to qualify September, October, November. All right. So we want to make sure that you're actively qualified as a Sapphire, 1 or all 3 of those months. We prefer all 3. But if you don't do it until November, that's fine as well. Some people will get in November 1st and qualify by the end of the month. And but I can tell you that this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we take it to the next level. And this is how our business grows, okay, from leadership trainings. And I want you to just interview people who've gone to leadership trainings and ask them what's the impact have been on it. It's $99 for that. Now, here's the thing. In the industry, for a leadership level training, even what I used to charge before, but the value of it, and the reason I'm giving you this is because sometimes people equate price with value, okay? Most of you can't afford a leadership training from me. And I don't say that to toot my own horn, okay? I don't say that to toot my own horn, but most of you can't afford a leadership training, all right? And I've had people who wanted to pay as much as 6 figures. I've had somebody who's wanted to pay as much as 7 figures for my mentorship, okay? Because of the results that have been produced. Our goal here is not to make money from people paying for training. Our goal is to grow you and you grow the business, okay? And so this training here will be in, I think it's put it this way here, the Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Florida area, okay?
Yeah.
That's where Dream Weekend is gonna be, Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. And the reason we say Fort Lauderdale, Miami area is something big happened yesterday for us to access, and we didn't know that we were gonna be able to do it, but our goddess of travel, we got two goddesses of travel and the goddess of partying and lifestyle, Lori Spears and Earlene Buggs, they got together and they pulled off something that is going to be phenomenal. I'll share that with you in a moment. But December the 8th.
So can I say something? Just
you can, of course.
So the leadership training, how many of you were at the Go Diamond leadership training in Atlanta?
That's right.
I want you guys to light up the chat. And did you get what it is you came for, or did you get more than what you came for? Because I was there. That training was insane, insanely incredible. Everybody walked out of that room, and I know that several people walked out of that room as a sapphire and became diamond.
That's
So ladies and gentlemen, do not miss this leadership training. You have to get to sapphire at least once in September, October, or November. You have to.
Yeah.
Please do that.
You have to, guys.
For you and your team. Okay. All right.
You have to, and that leadership training is $99 for that training. You know, we could put a price tag on it of $1,000 and it still be underpriced. Okay, but our goal is to make sure that we make it available, cover our expenses and things of that nature. General admission for Dream Weekend, it starts that weekend, so it starts with the leadership training. Okay, on Saturday, leadership training on Saturday. I'm sure some leaders are going to on Friday possibly do a big opportunity meeting as well. That's going to take place. So you don't have to fly in for that, but we highly encourage all of you to be there. On Sunday, we're going to let it all out, guys. Dream Weekend, this weekend is a training event, okay? Here's where the rubber meets the road. It's still going to be a big event, okay? This is not Vision, but this is still a big event that we're going to have. And I'm very excited. You'll see a lot of the new diamonds there, training from diamonds, myself, and it will be more detailed training that you're going to be able to get that day, some specialized training that you'll be able to get.
Check this out. So Lois Coffey said that she was there, got way more value than she came for. Tawana Huston said she was there. She was put on the spot, but it felt good to leave her excuses behind. Raul Castillo said the leadership training exploded his expectations.
And I remember Tawana's, I remember that moment for Tawana. She stood up, and I remember what her issue was. And I remember that leadership training, she was able to be so transparent, and we corrected one issue for her that she had been struggling with that took her leadership to the next level. And so if you ever see her, ask her, listen, would you have paid $1,000 for that breakthrough? And I'm sure she would have, but she only paid $100 for it.
That's right.
So it's really not the cost. I want you to understand it's about getting there. Now, on the following day, general admission, it's $79 early bird price for general admission, okay? And that's the early bird price. Full price on it would be $129. You know why we put $129? Because we want you to buy that at $79. That's why, okay? I don't want anybody to buy a $129 ticket. And so if we did like $99, you'll say, well, I'll wait. That's what I'll wait.
Right.
And say and determine whether I'm going to come. Well, sometimes some of us are motivated by pain versus opportunity.
Don't do that.
And so don't motivate yourself by the pain of paying $129. Pay $79, come to the training, and it's going to be lights out. Why? Because we are planning, I'll say planning, we're planning at that moment to launch Vibe Rides, which means we'll start in November enrollment, and it means that when you fly in, those of you flying in, you won't be taking Uber, you will be taking a Vibe Ride. And we're going to have testimonials from many of you, and some of you will be, obviously part of that testimonial component and rolling that out. So maybe some other stuff rolled out as well by that time. I don't know, but it's things are coming to us like you wouldn't believe. But why do we call it Dream Weekend? Dream Weekend, it's December, okay? This is my favorite time of the year. I love December. I do something that several people have followed up with. Used to call it my 12 days of Christmas, but I do it every day in December. That Earlene and I, we practice this here, okay? So here's what the goal is. Guys, I told you that there was a point in time that I felt a state of almost depression, and it wasn't because of finances. We were making more than we'd ever made before, but things around weren't so great. And the reason that I was able to get my happy back is because I started the process of giving. And what I did is made sure every day, and I still do it to this day, every day I make sure somebody's life is much better off than it was if I wasn't here. And that's the practice of boomerang. So every day during the month of December, I don't buy myself anything in December. I can't. I don't do anything. I did this for one solid year before. I didn't buy anything for one whole year for me. And what I did is I focused my energy on other people. And so in December, Dream Weekend is when I start December 1st of making sure that I do what I call my own fasting. I can't buy me anything. I can buy food and stuff like that, basic necessities. But if I want joy, I have to buy something for somebody else. And that's where my focus is. And so in December, Dream Night is where we're going to build the dream. We are going to build a dream, and it is going to be, we're going to have our large Christmas party at this event as well. But we're not going to do a Christmas party the way most people do Christmas parties. Okay. Now I got to do the drum roll. Okay. What we're going to do afterwards, after Dream Weekend or after on Sunday. Okay. Once we finish, you say 9 to 5. Okay. We're going to go ahead and finish up right at 5 o'clock. I can't filibuster. And you're going to go home to your hotel room. Okay. And you are going to get changed. Some of you, because everybody can't go. Unfortunately, everybody can't do this.
Yeah, it's limited.
It's limited, okay? And you are going to go get changed. And you are going to dress in the Gatsby era. And we have secured the first network marketers to ever do it. Ever.
You ready?
Okay? Not just a regular little boat. Not some canoe.
Not a kayak.
Not a kayak, not just a party boat. We have secured a $40 million. It's the largest party, whatever you want to call it, absolutely stunning, amazing experience. It's 222 feet long, and it only holds 600 people. It's full course meal that's on there.
Somebody said, damn.
It's full course meal on there. It's called the Seafair. You can go look it up if you want to. It is, guys, listen, nobody's ever done this. It's amazing. They pulled it off and they got it. Okay. They pulled it off. We had secured some other yachts, and we thought we were doing something when we pulled these other yachts. Okay. And this one came, I just kept digging. I saw this yacht, and I said, I don't care where in the world it is. Lori, go get this yacht. Go get it. Our distributors, our ambassadors deserve to have the best on Dream Weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, first come, first serve. We can't do this one where founders get first opportunity. There's only 600 tickets on this one here. That's it. And there's no hype. We cannot sell 600. We can't even sell 600 tickets because I had to reserve some for our corporate team. So there's going to be about 550 tickets that are only available. It's $295 for you. If it's out of your budget, don't worry about it. But I tell you, if it is in your budget, go. You're going to have a time of your life. We're going to have the Great Gatsby ibüümerang Christmas Sail-a-thon, and it's going to be a dream night as we will actually go sailing, and you'll be able to dream and see the 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $80 million homes all throughout Miami. And we're going to be docking. This will actually dock, I think, at the Kimpton Epic Hotel. And it's epic that's it's important that's the hotel that it's docking at, because that is the hotel that I saved $129. Yeah. Peter Hirsch, myself, all of us, right? Remember?
That was the
we
day
stayed
the lights
there.
went on.
That was the day, and we took an Uber. We took an Uber to Fort Lauderdale, and that was the day that I made a decision. I was going to start ibüümerang, staying in the Kimpton Epic Hotel. And ladies and gentlemen, what we're also doing, and we're seeing if we can get permission for it, we'll let you know later. For those of you who won't be able to get tickets right before we board, we're going to see if we can have what we call, what do you call it? A party on the, what is that area called?
Kind of like
Not the deck, but the party area, the outside party area, okay?
Yeah.
And then we'll sell off, and it's going to be incredible. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now, diamonds, okay? Don't buy just a ticket for you and your spouse. Make sure you get a couple tickets for VIPs that you want to fly in. When you bring them on this experience, remember, this is an investment that you'll make into them. Guests who are high profile, leaders, and you bring them on this experience, that atmosphere is going to be electric. It is state of the art. It is the best yacht in the world for what it is that we're doing, and ibüümerang has it. So somebody said, Lord have mercy. Boom, right? Lord have mercy. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, this will be our next event. And remember, big event is vision. So for those of you who are actually buying your tickets, you're buying your tickets, for Accelerate, okay? But this is the next event. This is our regional event that we're having. And I know a lot of people are going to be coming in from different places, but you can go right now and get the tickets for Dream Night.
People are buying tickets right now.
I've already put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's
So
pinned at the top.
okay, so you can go get your tickets for Dream Dream Weekend.
ibüümerang.com.
I believe it will. If it's anything like I think, it will sell out before this weekend's over. Maybe today, maybe the next hour. I don't know. But anyway, I wish we could have had more. I told them, I said, get me another one, because what I'll do is we'll take a few hours on this one, and then I'm gonna zip line from one to the other. And then they reminded me of what I did with my shoulder, and I said, sorry, I can't do it, right? So, somebody told me I was the president of the Stupid Stuff Club.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
All right.
It wasn't either of us.
But anyway, guys, want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I really hope that you got a lot of this training. I enjoyed listening to these guys. Give me my phone real quick. Okay. I enjoyed listening to these guys here. And as they were going today, this right here, it just cracked me up what was going on today. And I don't know if some of you joined us earlier, but it just cracked me up. Some of you saw it and heard that this morning. We found the guilty party. We brought the rapper in, okay, and we said we're going to fire him.
Oh my God.
But anyway, guys, love each and every one of you. I want you guys to have a boomerific weekend. Remember, it is the goal zone. Go out there, massive volume, close out the month of September, and let us know how you are doing. Can't wait to walk the beaches of the world with each and every one of you, literally. See you guys. Love you.
Love you guys.
Boom. Our audience of one.